Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Most of the people listening to this part will be on the archive. Not sure how long I'm going to stream right now because pretty much everybody can't join the stream right now, so it's just going to be me soloing it right now. So we'll see how long this lasts with me just doing it solo. But if there's enough people in the chat and if people join on Skype at some point, we will talk about that. TBN Peak, or TBNR Peak, hello. Welcome to the stream. Right now I'm soloing it. Well, thank you for subbing. I appreciate that. Caleb Knob, what's up? DHL Cup Series is picking Ryan Hunter-Reay. Wow, a lot of people in the chat already. Welcome to everybody who's watching right now. I appreciate your viewership. So we're keeping this, I guess we're going to keep this kind of casual if I'm just going to talk to myself this whole time. I'll let you know my thoughts on the race at IndyCar, or at Phoenix for the IndyCar Series, the Verizon IndyCar Series. And if people join on Skype later on, I'll be very happy. So TBNR Peak picks Juan Pablo. Hot Wheels channel says hello, and I will say hello back. Caleb Knob is excited about this. I'm excited about it too. DHL Cup Series is really hoping for Kanan and Castroneves. Well, they're both across the front row. Hello, Kyler. Good to see you in chat. Sorry for a little bit of silence. I'm posting stuff to Instagram right now. Follow me on Instagram if you haven't already. David Land on YouTube, at David Land on YouTube. The Germans are good this year. Well, what years are the Germans not good? I assume you're talking about F1. And they usually are pretty good in F1. We're going to have problems tonight because Rick Allen's calling the race, which will be fun. All right, well, I'm glad you love my videos, Hot Wheels channel. Caleb, I think that's a very good point. He says that the Andretti Autosport will pull out something and Ryan Hunter-Reay will win. I think that's a very good, very astute observation, though. I think if there's going to be an Andretti guy winning the race, it's going to be Marco Andretti. Red Bull Cup Series says, first time watching David's streams. Well, they're not that exciting. They're only exciting when my pal BWP2933 is on there and he argues with Kyler in the chat. But somebody asked a question. TBNR Peak asks, who's my favorite NASCAR driver? I've answered this question several times, but I'll answer it again, and it's Kyle Larson. Because I had a moment when I was reviewing his NASCAR Authentics car, and he's just kind of had to be my favorite driver ever since. Yeah, a lot of Harvick fans in the chat. No doubt about that. Hello, Fixed Lizard. Welcome to the stream. I will say this, guys. You know, you guys can kind of, since it's just me right now, you guys can kind of drive the chat the way you want it, or drive the live stream the way you want it to go. If you want me to talk about something, just ask away, and I'll try to talk stuff. Ben Metal Ford asks if I like Gordon. Of course I like Gordon. Gordon was my favorite before Kyle Larson was. But Gordon's no longer racing. But he's doing a fantastic job on the Fox Sports broadcast. He almost makes them watchable. But DW is still very hard to watch. Looks like the crowd's decent right now for Phoenix as I'm watching the TV right now. And that's good to see. Chase, I'm kind of indifferent on Chase right now. I don't have any strong feelings either way. So I'm just kind of indifferent on Chase Elliott. If I were to drive a NASCAR, what manufacturer? It's probably be unpopular, but Ford. I think that's the best looking car. Shout out to Sabrina. Hello, Sabrina. David, do you like Danica? I guess I'm indifferent on Danica too. She's I mean, we know what Danica is at this point. Edwards will win the championship. Well, that's possible. Hi, Ken. Laughs a lot. Oh, laughs a lot. I should tell you. I think I'm not gonna wait for the NASCAR 16 update to do more NASCAR 15. I think I'm gonna do like a short little series on series from NASCAR 15. Dixon is an interesting pick. That could happen. Yeah, I think that's the dark horse right now. I think nobody's talking about Dixon, and I think he's one of the better ones on... Ooh! Someone's calling. Who's calling?
Hello?
It's Matt Faust!
Hello.
M Racing 89, you're live!
I know I am.
There's all sorts of talk in the chat about all sorts of cool stuff.
I can stay until, like, the race starts.
Okie dokie. Well, then Matt Faust is...
I think we can talk about Indy, because guess who's the newest member of the clan going there?
What? Matt Faust?
Yeah, man, sitting in North Vista with you.
Oh, wait, did you tell me to
Not
invite...
with you.
Did you text me to invite Robbie?
Yeah, I did.
Will Robbie be getting...
Him and Dierkel are on a call.
Well, Matt can come on. I don't care. Oh, hang on. I want to get this out of the way of the chat because I don't want people to see. I might have Kyler. Next time I sign on PSN, I will accept that. I accept all the friend requests on PSN, so I will be doing that very shortly. Let's add Matt Dierkel, and
Yeah, but what do you want to do? Are you staying overnight at the?
Am I staying overnight at the what?
At Robbie's suite.
Should be, yeah. I think we're all just kind of gonna crash there, whenever each of us are there. Oh, is that Matt Dierkel?
Hey!
It is. Matt Dierkel's here. Go subscribe to Matt Dierkel. Your channel is like just Matt Dierkel, right?
Yes.
Okay, Matt Dierkel. Go subscribe to him. He does a lot of NASCAR stuff. In fact, I wanted to compliment you, Matt, on your recent videos that you've done. I really kind of enjoyed the pickup videos. Robbie Noonan's here for the second time, I think, on a live stream. It's Rob.
Hey, what's up?
Robbie, are you thrilled and excited for IndyCar's return to Phoenix?
I'm just excited to watch it.
Do you think... Well, you've got, like, a great front row. You've got, like, the perfect front row.
I do, yes. I do have a good front row.
Did you even get my joke on Instagram when you said New Jersey in your post?
No, it's crazy Jersey weather that's going on around here.
I know, but like in your post when you wrote "Love the New Jersey," get it?
Wasn't that like a thing like I don't know what I don't know.
I'll tell you, the weather's crazy in Indiana too. It's like snows for 5 seconds, and then it gets sunny for 5 seconds. It's crazy.
Yeah, it does, and we're gonna get snow over in northern Jersey tomorrow. Well, luckily we're not getting any of that crap, but we're pretty good, but it's gonna be awfully cold, which I don't like.
Yeah, they're at least calling for an inch, from what I heard. So
In your area, they're calling for an inch, but I think over here it's gonna be just rain.
You guys are gonna get an inch. Well, Matt's gonna get an inch of snow.
I think we're gonna get. Well, an inch of snow is like a tenth of an inch of rain, so. we're gonna get like a little drizzle
Okay.
here.
Huh.
That's why I always say when we have like an inch of rain during the winter, I always say to my coworkers, "This ain't snow," because we'd be buried underneath so much snow.
I didn't know a quarter of an inch of rain was an inch of snow. That's interesting.
No, a tenth of an inch of rain equals an inch of snow. So if you talk about like an inch of rain, you know that would have been like 20 degrees cooler. It'd be snow. We'd be under like almost a foot of snow, man.
Oh my lord.
Ratios are kind of a little off like that.
Well, yeah,
It's weird.
because. What were you saying?
Which is weird because, you know, because snow just accumulates, it doesn't flow like rain is. Like rain just like go like we sit there, flows off. Snow, it just kind of sticks there, and it's a pain in the neck to get rid of.
Yes, sir. So the two Matts, I think, are in here, right? Did Matt Faust leave?
I think Matt Faust can only watch in his living room, so
Oh, that's all right.
so he has to go back and forth.
Testament to both the danger and safety of this sport.
No worries. Just Pit Man Car, David. How is that
David
going?
called me, and then I was like, oh, let's add Robbie.
Oh my lord, I love the Pippa Man car. It's. I think that the one thing I'm a bit disappointed in is the bumpers, but that's, you know, I think that's going to get fixed eventually.
Oh yeah, and you know, like me, I keep them in the boxes, so I barely even recognize those bumpers. So it's a little bit beneficial for me. Let's see. I'm watching Hinchcliffe's thing right now.
Yeah. Oh, we can tell the story of where we were when this happened. This was frightening. When this James Hinchcliffe crash happened, we were standing at the end of the pit lane, and we saw it happen on the Jumbotron, and we knew it was bad right off the bat.
Wait, your guys' cameras on?
New.
Okay. Yeah, because Skype updated their features, and now you can have the camera on no matter where you're from, whether it's on your phone, laptop, or your PC. Pretty much the same thing as laptop, is it not? But yeah, you get it.
Shout out to KBM fan 18 because he wanted a shout out. So hi.
Found out later that front wiper was actually the suspension part that we pulled him off the head in the seat.
At the time that they picked me up, it had been maybe 8 to 10 minutes since the accident. And Mike said that they had found him in a pool of blood in a car, and he had been pierced by a piece of metal. I thought if we could get him to the trauma center and start transfusing him, he would be okay. By the time we got there and started massively transfusing him, I turned him over and had another pool of blood, and I said, that's about it. He's lost quite a bit. By the time we reached the second floor where the operators are, I couldn't feel his pulse anymore. I probably had maybe 1 or 2 minutes left before I lost even his heart rhythm. You lose a pulse on the way to the operating room. It's very seldom to get a person back like that. Got his abdomen open, had some catheters into his groin. When we finally got down to the arteries that were injured, once the vessel was identified and we were able to get just manual control, that I think was the moment where I thought, yeah, I think I'm in there. I think we can get through this.
When he
My
woke
God.
up, I mean, he obviously had the breathing tubes and the whole nine.
What?
And that gave him a piece of paper.
This is actually some pretty crazy stuff.
What happened. It's, you know, your rocket
Yeah, it was.
Alright, guys, I gotta go.
Alrighty. That was
Right
quick.
on, man.
Yeah.
See ya.
Oh, boy.
No, I did not watch the truck race. The truck. I've made a personal commitment to not watch any truck racing this year until they get rid of the caution clock. I'm making a stand.
When James first came in to see me June 18th, we had worked for...
I mean, I kind of anticipated for Bush to win today.
We could do, we couldn't do.
And it happened.
Yeah.
It's the safe bet. So, Rob, are you...
Fit Training, that's who Pippa Man always posts about on Instagram.
Yeah, I think that's something in Indianapolis where all the drivers go.
Yes, because Scott Dixon, Ryan Briscoe, and excuse me.
Who's your
I did have some chicken fingers from the diner, so you can well imagine my burps are gonna be pretty bad.
Hey, that's fine. That's entertaining. Rob, who's your pick tonight? Is it Elio or is it Kanan? Or
It's
is
gonna
it
be hard. It's gonna be hard to bet against Elio, man.
All
It's
right.
gonna be really hard to bet against him, but either one of those two gents, I'd be very happy to see.
Okay, I'm gonna put you down for Elio then.
Yeah, Elio. You put me down for Elio because I think that's more realistic of a shot. But then again, Kanan's won there before, so yeah, put me down for Elio.
Okay, Dierkel, what's your who's your pick?
Yeah, I mean, for my pick, usually for my pick, it's I don't really have one. I mean, I'm just starting to get back into the use of IndyCar.
Now James Hinchcliffe
He's trying to get the experience in.
Yeah, well, you gotta pick somebody because you gotta be able to have bragging rights if you get it right. And we gotta be able to roast you if you get it wrong.
Yeah, I understand that, but I'm just starting to get back into it. I used to follow it back in the day. If Weldon didn't die, unfortunately, he would be my favorite. But yeah, that pretty much put me away from IndyCar for a couple of years.
Oh, that's too bad. I think that happened to a lot of people, unfortunately.
Nearly life-ending incident has really become a life-changing moment. He's always been appreciative of what he has, but even more so now.
Chrome car is gonna be so nice at IMS when we get that diecast.
Yeah, that's that looked really cool. What's the details on that? I know it's an IMS exclusive, but like they're also making the non-chrome one, right?
I think they're also making a non-chrome one, but on Toronto Motorsports, I don't see the non-chrome version anymore. So, could the 118 just be an IMS exclusive?
Huh.
But regardless, though, I think I'm gonna pick mine up. I'm definitely picking mine up. Brian's picking his up.
It's very tempting. It's very tempting, that one.
Very tempting. It is.
I'll have to see what it looks like.
I'm surprised they're not making a Chrome 160 for it, but then again, there might be way too much money in the production department.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen a chrome one. Well, I guess I have, but they'd have to probably make the body plastic to do it.
Which is what we don't want.
Yeah.
You're watching IndyCar Live, brought to you
That's what another diecast manufacturer would do.
That we shall not mention. Actually, did you hear? Townsend Bell's driving for Andretti at the 500.
Yeah, I heard that a couple days ago, and I'm glad they confirmed that one. Also, Catherine Legg going to be racing for KV.
Where'd you hear that from? Wow.
That just came up like within the last hour.
Wow, so I better bring my Lotus cars to get signed by her.
Yeah, I'm sure she'd have some choice words about him. I'd love to hear that.
Really?
Please let me be there when you get those cars signed by her.
I'm gonna be like, Catherine, would you mind signing these Lotus cars?
Oh lordy.
Lotus.
I mean, Slotus. Am I right?
These were Slotus.
Where the hell's Brian?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
He's working. He works at Friendly's or during the weekends.
He works at Friendly's?
Yeah.
Oh my god. We never went there. I was disappointed. We were gonna go there for Pocono, and then we just didn't for whatever reason.
Oh, that's right, because it was too far away from the hotel.
That's right.
I remember that.
I wanted to go to Friendly's.
Oh, the antenna fell off my Captain Lake car.
Rob.
My Captain Lake Lotus.
Oh, I wonder how low my mic there was for a while.
Right now, I'm holding my Townsend Bell car right now. It is beautiful.
Somebody said hi. Oh, Logan Schlott says hi to you, Rob.
Oh, hey, Logan. I didn't respond to his text messages. Still unanswered. Still unlooked on my phone.
Wait, okay.
I get the notifications sometimes, and it takes me like hours to reply to people.
Oh my god. Well, I couldn't even imagine. You probably have like so many notifications just constantly.
I know, and I feel bad for not getting back to people. And I usually look at my phone, like when I'm almost going to bed, and I look at some of my unanswered texts, unanswered messages on Instagram, and I always reply back to people then.
I have a hard time keeping up with the DMs on Instagram. I don't know why they make it so convoluted. You can never tell when you're getting a message and when you're not.
Oh, it is a little rough getting with the DMs. Hang on 1 second.
How did you think the crowd was looking there, Rob?
Hold on a second, man. I gotta send a message to somebody to watch the stream. They're watching the race, and I'm like, I can watch the stream with us too.
Oh, okay, no problem.
Going over everything, going over breathing techniques, spend some time going over our flight time.
Darnell wants to know if I'll do these videos for NASCAR races. Well, I wanted to do this for Daytona, and it just kind of fell apart. So we'll, I think I'll find a bigger NASCAR race. The problem with NASCAR races is they're usually like 4.5 hours long.
Coke 600.
Oh, well, the Coke 600 ain't gonna
Coke
work.
600 back in Robbie Noonan's hotel room while watching the replay of the 500.
Fine. Probably Brickyard then.
Oh yeah, the Brickyard is a good option. I was also thinking Watkins Glen or something like that, but I guess they're all in the summer. But yeah, the Brickyard is a good idea. I mean, assuming I won't be there, I haven't decided whether or not I'm going to go to that race or not yet. But you know,
I'm deciding whether or not going to Watkins Glen because Watkins Glen is a fun place to go to, but I'm not sure if I want to go to the Cup race because it's like 2 weeks before the IndyCar race, and I kind of want to save on my money a little bit.
oh yeah. Well, I think I'm going to be there for the 6 hour. I think there's still a few dots to cross and T's to
We want you to come. We want
you guys
you
are
to be
for
there.
sure going? Okay, well then I'm for sure going. We'll make it happen then.
We want you to be there because we're like, oh my god, we need because we're having Matt might be coming with us too, probably.
Holy cow, it's the whole group. Have you
So, or Matt Dierker might come over here with us. So
That'll work.
we're gonna have probably Matt, but we'll put him as like down, and we'll probably have you, which we hope we do. Me, Joe, his father, and Brian.
Sounds great. Has anyone noticed that Ray Hall's got Monster Energy on his suit and helmet now?
I didn't notice that. Graham Rahal he's got also Penn Grid Oil, which is sponsored the 500.
I think he had that sponsor last year, didn't he?
Did he?
Yeah.
I didn't even notice.
I think Pengrade is the DA Lubricants owner. So that was essentially the same sponsorship last year. It was just a different company being represented.
Yeah, it's like different branding, kind of like what Kyle Busch does with M&Ms and all that.
Exactly.
That lightning bolt scheme, that's going to be such a nice diecast.
I'm picking Dixon to win. Just for the bolt to win. Yeah, sure, Dominic. Go ahead and give me the suggestion.
Last time we saw in the warm-up that you can definitely pass. The passing was pretty apparent.
It's going to be great watching this race.
Oh my God!
I don't think it's going to be great right off the bat. I think it's going to be like a single groove racetrack at the beginning of the race, like they said, and once they get like a multiple grooves in, by the end of the race, we should see some jerking around.
Oh, I was getting such a nostalgia trip watching qualifying and practice. They broadcast practice. I got to give NBC like big props for doing that. But I thought I was just getting such a big nostalgia trip because back in my day, he says, sounding very old, but back in my day, like Phoenix used to be like it was either the season opener or it was always the second race on the schedule. So like, I mean, this is comfy for me. I'm like, oh, it's like a warm hug. It's like a family member you haven't seen in a while. IndyCars at Phoenix. It's just right.
It's just right. It's the right thing to do.
Of course,
You can tell they closed off some stands, but they opened the right ones.
Oh yeah, they definitely did. I think because the turn one, I know that's where Kyle Cuthbertson is sitting. Rahal fanatic, if you guys.
I was actually going to go to Phoenix if I didn't go to St. Petersburg, because it was either one of those two, and I decided to go to St. Pete.
Oh man, I would have chosen Phoenix, but whatever.
I chose St. Petersburg because it was a lot quicker of a flight.
Yeah,
and
that
I could
makes
do
more
more
sense.
with it. And plus, I had family friends down in Tampa, so it was nice seeing them. You know, they've been there for like 11 years, and the guy one of my friends who lives down there is like, you know, every year I promise myself to go, and I can't go. So I'm like, well, next year I'm taking you there.
Good. Get more people. Like, I always try, I don't always succeed, but I always try once a year, especially at Indianapolis, to take a new person at least one day to the track. Because it's always great to try to rustle up new fans for racing.
It's always great to rustle up new fans, especially with such a great product like IndyCar racing.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you put someone up in East Stand when they're running a happy hour practice, you're going to make a fan for life, probably.
Jessie J, as she performs our national anthem.
Of course, it's going to be totally different this year, sitting up there with the new grandstand improvements.
The new grandstand's going to be nice.
I'm excited. They've added a lot of seats, it looks like, too, which is always a good thing.
Oh, Jessie J? Shit, nice.
Who's Jessie J? I have no
That's what I'm saying. Who's Jessie J?
I mean, she's nice looking, but I don't know who she is personally.
She did a song with Ariana Grande and Nicki Minaj back last year.
Oh.
2 years ago, actually.
She plays the sax very well playing the national anthem.
Of course, this is the first time IndyCars have raced at night at Phoenix. This was usually like a late afternoon race back in the day.
Well, back when they left, they just started adding lights after that.
Oh, there's Luke Skywalker. Or Michael Andretti, excuse me.
Michael Andretti normally looking not happy.
No, he's not.
Probably like, why do they go with Honda?
Well, they said all the Honda drivers yesterday that they interviewed were like, we're racing for we're racing for 11th. But I think this race is going to be a little bit different because Chevy could run a way lower downforce drag package yesterday. They took the wheel ramps off or whatever in front of the rear wheels, and they're running them tonight. And I think the cool conditions when the sun sets are going to help Honda's downforce levels immensely. So it's going to be a closer race, I think, between Chevy and Honda. But boy, this is a great broadcast team. Rick Allen, Townsend Bell, and Paul Tracy. Can they just cover all the races?
There's Townsend Bell and Paul Tracy.
About a month ago, Kyle Busch's pole time 138 miles an hour. Elio Castroneves on pole here at 192 miles an hour. Whole different magnitude of speed.
192 miles an hour average.
Didn't he say the pole? What did he say the pole speed was for Kyle Busch? 130?
138.
Holy smoke! What is that? 47 miles an hour difference?
Oh, Carlos Munoz, that's a heavy impact.
That was a really bad one. I thought for sure he was hurt after that one because usually when you go straight back in one of these Indy cars, it's a lower back injury. But that's a testament to the safety of the cars, as we say usually.
Yeah, thank God for those safer barriers down in turn 1.
Oh yeah, and the safety that they've put into the DW12 chassis, because I think they added like more foam underneath the seat and behind the seat to hopefully absorb some of that energy when you go in backwards like that.
Which is great because we need more of that. Anybody asking questions in the little chat box?
Let's see. Talking about the high note, talking about NASCAR race, NAS 42 racer. I think that's Jacob Cummings. He says.
Oh, tell him I said hello.
Hi, Robbie says hello. Well, they can hear you, but
they can hear me. Okay, good.
Yeah,
I say hello.
He picks Joseph Newgarden. Noah Reese picks Marco, Juan, and Takuma. Caleb Nobbs happy about Paul Tracy. Dominic Karzina says something about an IRA commercial. Let me know a little bit later. Dark Pit asks who's in the lead. Well, the race hasn't started yet, so Elio. Red Bull Cup Series asks who's leading the race. Hasn't started yet. What if Sebastian Bourdais wins like Milwaukee last year? I think Sebastian Bourdais is not going to have a very good day. They've kind of missed the setup KV Racing has. Jacob asked, how are you doing, Rob?
Oh, I'm doing very well. Thank you very much.
Race fan asked about NASCAR 15. I said earlier, NASCAR 15 hopefully will come back in a week. I want to bring that back in pretty soon. Kevin is picking Carpenter or Dixon. Dark Pit picks Montoya. Caleb Knobs talking about where Jimmy Johnson hit the wall in Phoenix, and that was where he hit the thing. Tayshawn Bennett says this is boring. Okay.
Well, what can I say?
I'm sorry, Tayshawn. We disappointed you. Darnell asks, says Townsend Bell isn't a driver. Why isn't he racing? Because he doesn't have any money, or he just has money for one race.
He only does one race a year, and he does the 500.
Yes, sir. Oh no, Tayshawn asked for a shout out, and I gave him a shout out just because he was being a moron in the chat. Sorry, Tayshawn. I had to say that because you're just saying things are boring that you're not even understanding. Will you do these for NASCAR races? Said that before, but hopefully some of the bigger races that are shorter than 500 miles, hopefully, because it's hard to talk for 4.5 hours straight. Oh, Kevin also is quick to point out that he does IMSA. Townsend Bell does. So he's not racing.
Yeah, he's more of a sports car guy, but he loves the 500.
He won the championship last year in GT, didn't he?
Did he?
Yeah, I believe he did. He won the GTD championship.
Damn, he's a pretty good driver then.
Yes,
well,
sir.
Townsend Bell, if you could put Townsend Bell in a competitive ride, he can win the 500.
And he's in an. I mean, it just depends how competitive Honda is. I hear they're going to get a new engine for the Indianapolis 500. So, if they have more power this year, you know, if they're comparable to Chevy, if they can go up there and compete with them, you know, Townsend, I think, could very much win the race.
Well, if you know, by the way, I think Simona is in a TE company meeting that Joe's dad's going to be at, and he told me to send over my TE connectivity card, so hopefully it gets there in time on Monday and Simona can sign it.
Oh, man. Lucky dude gets to meet Simona. Jacob asks who do we think will be the highest finishing Honda. I believe it will be Marco. What do you think, Rob?
If a Honda's going to win, experience tells me that Hunter Ray's going to win it.
Well, just the highest finishing Honda. I mean, we're thinking 10th place here.
Maybe, but I think it's going to be Hunter Ray. Hunter Ray's got a really fast setup on these short ovals.
I agree. Let's see. Trying to see if there's anybody asking questions. Nope. All right. All right, we're getting ready to go here.
It has been. The active drivers.
10 years since Marco debuted. That's true. My God. I feel old.
We're getting old.
Most wins combined between ovals and road.
Oh, there's Kevin Lee. We're reading his notes. Hi, Kevin.
The same guy always doing that. Are you ready?
Yeah, they bring him to every race. No, you haven't missed anything yet. They just gave the command literally just seconds ago.
Just
Everybody's asking me when NASCAR 16 comes out. I have no idea, folks.
later this year.
Later this year, yeah. that's about as solid as an answer as we're gonna get, I think. Oh wow! Now Penske's not running the, or at least some of the Penske's aren't running the extra bit on the wheel ramps there. That's interesting.
Where's where is that extra part? I can't see it just yet with the way the focus is on the
well, you know how on the road courses they have the big fin that goes across, that kind of covers the little space between the side pod and the little flick in front of the rear wheel. That's not there on the super speedways. Well, they run a short. I guess Penske's running a short oval, quote unquote, kit here where they've taken that part off. So they've got a super speedway side pod with the road course wings.
Well, you know, they can do that. You know, it's the rules are open to where you can accomplish that.
That's what I love about the aero kits, and that's why I just hope and pray they don't get rid of them next year, because these little things, most people don't notice them, but I appreciate them so much, being able to just say, well, Chevy's doing this and Honda's doing that, and they're trying new things and trying to see how the best way to go fast. And Crash the Hedgehog asks, or says it's his first IndyCar race, and is it safe for him to join the Indy side of motorsports? Absolutely. We are very welcoming around here. We're happy to have you.
As us IndyCar people, so yes, welcome to it.
Strap in and enjoy, because this is going to be a wild one, I think.
I didn't see the truck race, so I really can't judge how it was.
I didn't watch it either. I'm on my caution clock protest.
Yeah, me neither. I don't like the whole caution clock stuff.
Kyle did pretty good today. Talk about Larson here.
Larson
Was in the race? Oh, I didn't even hear about that. Everybody was moaning about Kyle Busch, and I didn't even know Larson was in it. Where'd he finish?
Larson finished in the top 10, I believe.
I think he finished 4th.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, 4th.
4th or 7th. It was either one of those two.
Oh, here's the embarrassing Honda fastest.
It's an embarrassing interview.
They always get the least TV-ready guy to go in the car.
There's my 2 men on the front row.
Oh man, I wonder if this is the last time they will sweep a front row. The two of them. I mean, they're getting up there in age. I just wonder.
They are, and I think this might be the last time we see them on the front row together.
Shout out to Charlie Kimball.
Except for Indy, I think. I think Indy they'll do it again this year.
Well, it's possible. The problem with Indy is it seems like there's so many teams. There's 4. You got to look at it. There's 4 Penske cars and 2 Ganassi cars. Usually, there's 2 representatives from each team on the front. Or if a team gets on the front row, it's usually 2 cars each, and then it's 1 from the other side. So the one from the other side either has to be Elio or Kanan for that to happen.
Right, exactly. Yeah, and it's going to be tough, but I think they could get the pole.
Of course, Elio hasn't qualified all that well at Indy for like the past 5 years. I mean, when was the last time he was even on the front row at the 500?
When he won the race in '09, I think.
Holy smoke!
He won from the pole that year.
Well, yeah, I know. I remember that, but I can't believe that's the last time he was on the front row. No, he was on the front row in 2010. I think he qualified on the pole in 2010, right?
Oh, he did. Yes, I forgot about that. Because remember when he went out on track just to hold up time?
Oh, lordy. Oh, yeah.
And then Chip Ganassi goes, Brian Barnhart, this is bullshit, which I agree with. It is bullshit, but Brian Barnhart made that fuck up.
Yep. Oh, we're packing up here, boys. We're getting ready to go here. No, they're not very packed up at the back, though.
Yeah, they're packed up already. I think we're ready to go.
Here we go. All right, boys.
I'm on a 10-second delay, so if I react a little bit late, then you know why.
Oh, green flag in the air.
And the two men take off.
Look at Hunter Ray around the outside. He just made up about 4 positions.
I think the second group may be kicking in already. I don't know.
Well, they would have swept before the race started, so there's no marbles out there. But Ryan Hunter Ray's got some cojones, that's for sure. Well, look at Bourdais go around the outside, 3 wide with Rossi and.
But he's passing a Honda, though.
That's true. That's true. That's like a P1 car passing a P2 car. To use a sports car reference.
These guys are. Wow.
Oh man, this is amazing. I love IndyCar at Phoenix.
I love this. This is really cool.
Johnson is horrible. Yes, he is.
Oh boy, you're playing the role of Buddy. Buddy always.
Oh, look at Hunter Ray passing all these people.
I know. I saw this on
That was like 6, 7 cars.
Yeah, it's nuts. Boy, Hunter Ray ain't taking no prisoners. And you were right with your prediction about Hunter Ray probably going to end up being the best Honda.
Well, we got 245 laps to go. I could make myself look like a giant idiot the next 245 laps.
That's true. I'm just saying he's doing all right. Oh, Kevin Rollins says more like a P1 hybrid than Rebellion Racing. Yeah, that's probably a closer comparison. I'm talking like P1
what
and
is
P2.
Rebellion Racing? What do they run?
Rebellion Racing is like the I would say they're the Dale Coyne Racing of P1 Racing. They show up every year. They always have a car or two, but they're never really competing for wins.
Oh, wow.
But they always show up, so they're doing something right.
Look at this. Short oval wins by owner. Michael Andretti has... Oh, wow. See, Andretti Autosport has really good cars on the short ovals.
Yeah, and they also have probably the best driver on them, which is Ryan Hunter-Reay.
But the two best guys are 1 and 2.
Well, that's true. I mean... Oh, boy. Well, you look at that, and you see the experience is 1, 2, 3 right now.
Hang on 1 second.
Elio, Kanan, and...
All right. Yeah.
Montoya.
Sorry, my mother had to go knock on the door.
That's no problem. You bring her in, have her commentate on the race.
Yeah, I think she likes my new Penske apparel. Did you know Penske's having a clearance sale?
Yeah, you tagged me in that on Instagram. I just haven't checked it out yet. I'll probably miss everything.
I accidentally ordered the wrong size. You know, I'm an extra large, and I ordered a small Team Penske shirt. I'm like, what the hell?
How'd you manage to do that?
Because I clicked on add to cart, and I'm so used to ordering diecast. When I hit add to cart, I didn't pick a size.
Oh no! Shout out to Max Chilton keeping it 9th right now. First oval race in an IndyCar. Didn't he win at Iowa though?
He Lights won.
He won at Iowa. I forgot. I'm giving him. I'm not giving him enough credit. He's already has an oval win for goodness sake.
I haven't seen the IndyCars take the short route in the dogleg. I don't think they could go down there.
I don't think they're allowed. That's
What?
pit exit. They're not allowed. That's pit exit. They're using that as pit exit.
Oh, okay. So they're not allowed to use that. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess that's smarter too. They might lose a lot of.
Wouldn't
They
that
might lose a
also
lot of
damage?
downforce off there. You go ahead, Matt.
Wouldn't that also damage the wing?
If they bottomed out hard enough, yeah.
Down hard enough, it could damage the under tray too, probably.
But it's also I mean, IndyCars are so downforce reliant. If you do that transition, you might somehow upset the balance of the car and spin. So I think it's a smart move by IndyCar just to say no shortcutting. Yeah, honestly, I wish NASCAR would do the same thing.
Because it is a little weird that they shortcut the dog leg, but it does make for some interesting passes.
Oh, look at Chilton. He looked on Newgarden there. He couldn't make the pass there. Everybody's talking about race wins for Kyle Busch right now in the chat. That's hilarious. Now, when they hit lap traffic, this is when the race is going to get real interesting. And that's the key to short oval racing in Indy cars. The
Lap traffic. Yep. So my friend Nick is picking Elliott to win. That's a very smart pick. Elliott would be a smart pick for tonight, honestly.
He's definitely got the experience. Man, they're coming up to lap Hinchcliffe. Damn, I had him in fantasy. Uh-oh.
Damn, Hinch, really?
Well, he's in a backup car. He's probably feeling it out. I mean, like you said earlier, there's a long way to go, but the last thing you really want to do right now is fall a lap down early.
Is fall lap down.
Because there ain't no lucky dog in IndyCar, folks. You fall a lap down, you've really got to work to get it back.
If you go lap down in IndyCar, you have to work for it.
Takuma isn't far behind as well.
The AJ Foyt cars are really slow. Steak and Shake.
Yeah, Steak and Shake.
Who in the chat loves Steak and Shake? I love Steak and Shake.
Yeah. Chat. Steak and Shake is the best, right?
Steak and Shake is the best fast food burger, honestly, I've ever eaten.
Never had it.
I never had In-N-Out, so the West Coast people are gonna be like, "Oh, In-N-Out burger is way better." I just haven't tried In-N-Out burger yet. I'm sure it's really damn good though, the In-N-Out Burger.
Oh yeah, I got to get out on the West Coast at some point.
I think In-N-Out Burger is really, really good. Well, how can I say that? I've never eaten there before.
In 1934, Steak and Shake decided the world didn't need another hamburger.
Oh shit! Really?
So they used 100%.
Now everybody's talking about Steak and Shake in the chat. Now everybody's getting hungry, probably.
Well, everybody's saying a couple people are saying. Well, people are saying yes. People are saying they don't have a Steak and Shake, and Ken says he's has tried In-N-Outs, and he says fire, fire, fire emoji.
Well, you know what? These guys make me hungry for In-N-Out Burger because I would love to have some In-N-Out Burger. I heard In-N-Out Burger is kind of like Steak and Shake. They use just fresh up, ground up chopped meat. It's not like that frozen processed stuff like McDonald's does.
Oh, McDonald's. Yeah. Oh, Kanan's catching Elio on the side-by-side here.
And Montoya's behind him, I think. Montoya's about to pass Kanan.
And he is. He's going down to the inside, and that's going to be a pass.
Let it go, TK. It's way too early. It's way too early in the race. Way too early in the race.
You know, I think Elio might be getting dirty air off of Hinchcliffe. Now, this is going to be the interesting part of this, especially with all the wings on the aero kits. How hard is it going to be to pass? Not necessarily guys who are your same speed, but guys who are in traffic, like the lap guys, and they haven't even lapped the first driver there, James Hinchcliffe. So I don't know what's going to happen here. It's going to be.
This is actually a pretty good race so far, I must say.
Oh yeah. Well, like you said, I think it's going to really pick up once the sun sets and once these guys get comfortable with their cars. Right now, you just got to kind of settle in. I mean, it's a long race here, 250 laps at Phoenix.
I got
my friend Derek, Larson Nation 42, posted a video of a guy talking during the national anthem. He looks like Bobby Unser, I swear to God.
It would not surprise me if Bobby Unser was talking during the national anthem, as Montoya's really coming on here. Montoya's going to get the lead, I think, if we can get the Verizon IndyCar Series logo out of the way there. Yes, they practiced last night.
Yeah,
so.
he's got a good run on him. I think at this point you might as well just let him go.
Yeah, but you have to remember these are teammates, so they might race each other a little bit harder because you don't want to lose your #1 spot on the team here.
Oh, to answer Dominic's questions about Steak and Shake, I have no idea if there's Steak and Shake in California. I've never been to California. But if I were to go to California, it would be for Long Beach racing.
There's a Steak and Shake at my local mall in Paramus.
Oh, jeez, we have to go meet up there. just eat a burger. I'll drive like an hour and a half to go eat a Steak and Shake burger.
Hey, tweet Graham Rahal. Maybe he'll send you some swag for driving that far to go to Steak and Shake.
Maybe he will. Maybe I will ask him. Graham Rahal and I are cool. You know, I talked to Rahal at St. Petersburg, and I think he's starting to get used to meeting me.
Which driver isn't used to meeting you at this point?
Really? Did anybody watch my collection video, seeing all the autographs I've gotten? Holy God.
That was awesome. I really actually enjoyed that, Robbie. You need to do more like storytelling with Rob, because I was enjoying hearing the stories that I wasn't a part of.
Yeah, you know, it is interesting. You know, I had a lot more stories to tell, but I didn't want to hog up too much of people's time.
We ought to just do autograph story time with Rob. New feature on your channel. There you go. Bada bing.
Autograph story time telling. That would be something. Tales of Gasoline Alley or something like that.
There you go.
Tales of the Garage Area by Robbie Noonan.
Tales of Pocono from Matthew DiOracle.
Oh, man.
Tales of the Garage Area. That would be something. That'd be some kind of series we can do there.
I gotta say, I was really impressed with Pocono. I really enjoyed my time at that track. Can't wait to go back next year, or this year.
Oh, we're excited to have you there with us.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was great to get out to an oval that wasn't Indianapolis.
But we got to take you to a track that has banking, David.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. That's the tricky part, isn't it? I really wish IndyCar was at Michigan, because Michigan is like, I kid you not, 30 miles down the road from where I am, Michigan International Speedway. I'm definitely considering doing the NASCAR race there at some point. I'm not sure if I want to do the spring race or the fall race. The fall race is probably going to be the easier one to do because I think the spring race is like the first week of June, which is like the week after the 500. So I'll be pretty much tapped out at that point.
The week after the 500, I think, is Pocono, which me and Matt are going to go into. But I'll be moving, so I think I'm going to do the Xfinity and Cup race, and then afterwards, I think probably settle down on races until we move out of the house.
Now, hold on. Now, I'm going to look really close at Castro Neves' car. No, he's not running. I thought, none of the Penske's are running the little, the side pod ramp. They're just running the little buffer there.
Yeah, to answer Jacob's question, they did run in Atlanta, and they had a disastrous result there.
Oh, yeah, I was watching that race live.
That ended Jack Miller's career.
It did it? Oh,
It did. Jack Miller never came back.
I know he got hurt bad, but I didn't know that was. I guess it was because I don't remember him coming back and racing ever again.
Jimmy's not better than Jeff Gordon.
Well, he has more championships.
Screw your championships.
There's the captain, Roger Penske.
Captain.
I think Scott Dick. Who has the most IndyCar championships? I think it's AJ, right?
Wait, who has the most IndyCar championships?
Like Champ Car, IndyCar.
Oh man, that's really tough because there's so many different sanctioning bodies. Wow, Elio got loose in turn 3. Here comes Kanan. They're gonna go 3.
Oh, they gotta go 3 wide for the lead. Oh, that's where they got it.
Wow.
And Elio's in the marbles. Save it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, thank God he saved it, but he's way off the pace now.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Hey, remember, I was just about to comment, wow, this race is getting boring. Not anymore. And Elio's coming to the pits. Oh no, is something wrong?
I think something went wrong with the car.
Look how much steering input he's putting into it.
I think the flat tire. He's got somebody punctured it.
Oh, fuck, yeah.
What the hell? A Firestone blowing out? What?
I think it's a puncture. I think he got contact from somebody.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me with this. Who the hell cut it? He wasn't anywhere near anybody. Boy, he stalled it, wow.
He stalled it even worse.
Oh man, Elio. Oh, that's crushing. Implications.
Someone just said that Kyle Larson is the best NASCAR driver of all time. Fuck anyone who says otherwise.
No, the tire just went down.
Oh my God. A Firestone blowing out. Hey, is hell frozen over? A Firestone blew out? Have you ever?
No, I've never.
That is weird. A Firestone tire just went.
Delamination. That's something we see in F1.
Maybe I don't know if it's in debris or what, but that tire just went bye-bye.
It might just be, well, I mean, they're running so much downforce here, it could be just wear and tear from the side loads from the downforce.
It probably felt it going down.
You probably felt it. It's weird. We never see Firestone tires, like, go down before, but that is, like, something I've never seen in years.
He was awfully lucky that happened where it happened. If that had happened going into the dog leg or coming out of turn 2, man, that would have been a big crash.
That was beyond his control, though, so I really can't, blame anybody for that. That was just unfortunate. But they did change all 4 tires, and they did put fuel in it, so maybe can do a little off-sequence strategy now to get back up front.
Well, they have to. I mean, but he's got to now overcome not only the flat tire and losing all that time coming back to the pits, but he stalled the car too. So I don't know how many laps down he is. We'll wait for
2 laps down now. So.
Oh, is he? Oh my God.
So he's gonna have to do like a lot of making up for that. But the side loads are what probably did cause that tire to go down.
Kyler says hi to you, Rob.
I said hello back.
And Jacob says, hell is not frozen over. Dale Jr. hasn't won a championship yet.
Who said that? What did he say?
That was Jacob. He said, hell has not frozen over. Dale Jr. has not won a championship.
Luca Philippi.
Oh, Philippi! Oh, wow.
This might benefit Elliott. Might get one of his laps back after this.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
he might get him.
I think he spun it and just stalled it, Luca.
Oh, that's too bad for Luca.
His first ever oval race of any kind. His heart's pounding right now.
Well,
Well, you know what? I really can't control what happened to Elio, so I really can't throw a fit over that.
well, you know what? Elio will, if everybody pits, Elio will cycle around to the front. Oh, is this contact with Elio?
No, he just got out of the groove into marbles.
Oh,
and
he
just spun
spooked
it.
him. That's experience.
That's a lie.
Versus inexperience right there.
Wow, he almost got T-boned by Munoz. Wow. But, yeah, what I was going to say about Elio, assuming everybody pits here, he
Which
will...
they probably will. They probably will take 4 fresh Firestone rubber on there.
Yep, that'll give him one of his laps back. And they'll wave him around to the end of the line. So he will essentially get a free lap here, and he'll be at the back of the longest line, which is of course the only line in IndyCar. But he'll be able to pass the slower cars that that he's faster than on the restart, and then hopefully move up into the top 10 on the track, not in the actual running order though. And then hopefully he can get another time to yell.
Everybody's pitting right now, so he could get one of his laps back now after this thing.
Yeah, this will give him a lap back, assuming he stays out, because he will get the waiver.
Oh, he will stay out. I just saw him go by.
Okay, yeah, there he is. Yeah, you're actually ahead of me, Rob, so you're going to be able to answer my questions as soon as I ask them.
Yeah, my TV's on like a 20-second delay compared to you guys, so...
This is actually a really cool race. I think this is I think this is what IndyCar needs, honestly.
Oh, well, I think they... I mean, Phoenix should have never left in the first place, in my opinion, but I'm absolutely ecstatic that it's back. And it's going to be really cool to see this race as it's already becoming night.
And Newgarden's still on pit road.
Oh, are you kidding me? Newgarden's pit crew is probably the worst in all of IndyCar. They screw up so much.
Well, what happened with Newgarden here? Could this be a mistake on his own, or is this the fueler? Oh, the fueler couldn't get the fuel hose in.
Huh. Yeah, that's... Oh, Lordy. That's... Well, you know what? The Chevys are starting to drop like flies already, and that's just going to help Hunter-Reay. I think he's already up to 5th?
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
I told you Hunter-Reay has a really good shot to win the race, possibly.
Of course, I would like to point out who's second. It's Mr. Scott Dixon, whom I picked to win. Assuming his Firestone tires hold up, because we don't know whether that's going to be a factor or not now.
So now, next time I say Firestone rubber is very reliable, you probably have to remind me of what happened there.
Oh, don't worry. Well, see, now this is the problem, because now I can't say, like, oh, another Goodyear blowout, because everybody can just say, oh, hey, remember Phoenix?
Phoenix, well, maybe something happened with the car, or something must have punctured it. Because remember, Zach Beach had a blowout in Indy Lights, but he ran over debris.
Well, it's different when you have a debris run. I mean, the thing about NASCAR and Goodyear, particularly Goodyear, you see just blowouts for no reason in NASCAR. And it's like, well, why did the tire blow out? Usually IndyCar, when you see a tire blowout or a tire puncture, it usually has a reason. It's not just the tire fails, which it looked like that was the case with Elio. There was no obvious debris that he ran over.
Well, I guess Firestone's going to take a look at that.
Oh, absolutely.
And they're going to take a look at this and see what the hell was wrong with it.
Where do you usually find IndyCar diecast? Let's answer that question. Well, because that's a good question.
Where's that question? I don't see the question.
That's
on the
Darnell Matthew, just above Caleb Knob.
chat. Well, we usually find IndyCar diecast. You can usually find it at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. You could do eBay, but eBay's not really a good option, and because eBay they might jack up the price on you. But IMS website, freetimehobbies.com. Or check out Gearheads Indy, because Gearheads, I know the guy from Gearheads. He's very nice.
Or you could check out your local whatever the closest IndyCar race to you is. You could buy a ticket and go check out an IndyCar race and buy the diecast you want. That's what my suggestion would be.
Check out the vintage trailer that's there. Remember the vintage trailer that I bought the Tagliani car at?
Boy, I wanted to spend a lot of money at that, but I self-restrained myself. I was like, you know what, David? You don't need all this stuff. You don't need to bring it all back to Indiana.
I tell you what, I like that because IndyCar, they love it when people come to the races and the private dealers sell diecast. They don't try to... I went to Pocono for the NASCAR race, and Fanatics apparently wants to push out those people who are private dealers, and I just feel so bad for those guys.
Yeah, that's stupid.
The small businesses are what build this country, and you gotta support your local diecast dealer.
Well, they're not even competing with the Fanatics people because the Fanatics people are selling the new stuff. I never at the what you called the gypsy tents. You never see like the modern stuff. It's usually like a year or two old.
Classics.
But we do see classic stuff, but they do sell new stuff there too now.
But it's not as much. I mean, Fanatics they don't have to worry about competition from the gypsy tents. I mean, they're just being, pardon my French, assholes.
They're being assholes about that. I would love to see that they come, more of those gypsy tents come to the races because they are nice people, and go shop for them next time you go to the race.
Oh, dude, the best place to go to one of those, like, the independent dealers is a sports car race. I don't know if you ever check out that stuff at Watkins Glen. I don't know if they have it really well. But Petit Le Mans, man, holy smokes. The 2 years I went to Petit, they had the best merchandise I've ever seen at a racetrack. I mean, the diversity, like there was IndyCar stuff, Champ Car stuff, like stuff from like every year of Le Mans you could possibly imagine. I'm sure there was some NASCAR stuff, but I was at a sports car race, so I wasn't really paying much attention to it. But there was just so much stuff. The volume was just staggering.
Now that this yellow is taking a little while to go, I don't know why they're taking so long.
Because IndyCar loves their really long yellows, because we got to sweep every inch of the track.
They do get those sweepers out, and they do like to pick. They do like to get to bring off the track.
Just press this.
Opinion on IndyCar did like Champ Car and ran on the streets of San Jose.
Even way out here, because you put this.
Dominic is asking if IndyCar should go back to San Jose.
Designed to make your car
Oh, that was such a bad circuit. Oh my God, that was.
Yeah, that if you don't, I know Matt Dierkel probably doesn't know, and probably some of you people in the chat don't know. San Jose was a street circuit the Champ Car tried, and the big thing that everybody remembers about San Jose is that on the main straightaway coming into Turn 1, they had a railroad track across the road. And the railroad track was like, imagine those country railroad tracks where they haven't maintained it in about 20 years. And then run like Indy cars at 180 miles an hour over them. Those things were bouncing like trophy trucks over those railroad tracks. It was unbelievable.
Forget it, yeah.
I can't believe somebody didn't break their back just going over those railroad tracks. And of course, then Baltimore was just like that too, wasn't it, Rob?
What, man?
Baltimore was like that with the railroad tracks.
They were. That's why they added the chicane before the railroad tracks.
I don't know which was worse. There was more crashes in the chicane than there were before when they had the
railroad track.
Yeah. Of course, the railroad tracks were making the cars wheelie, and at least the chicane wasn't. I love this commercial, this new Verizon IndyCar Series commercial.
I'd like to see IndyCar go back to Baltimore, but I don't think they're going to go back there.
You know, that's one of those things where you hear, like, I heard some rumors that they were considering going back, and then they, for whatever reason, it just hasn't happened. Usually it has to do with money, unfortunately. That's not a bad crowd, really.
Oh, Joseph Newgarden pitted too far, like, not too far, maybe too far away from the fuel.
Oh, wow, so that was a Newgarden mistake there.
That was a Newgarden mistake, yeah.
I mean, by
And
NASCAR
now
standards.
they're going back to green now.
All right, come on, Dixon. And Hunter Ray, just because I want a Honda to win this thing so everybody can just stew on that for a while. Boy,
So
Montoya.
everybody can just fix up on this, so let's see. Elio's back one lap down, I think, now. I don't think he's back on the lead lap just yet.
No, he needs one more wave around, or he needs to drive his way back to the front and then unlap himself. Oh, look at Hunter Ray on the bottom of Will Power. Wow. He's got an awful lot of downforce in that car. Look at Marco around the outside, too. Holy smokes.
I like that. Imagine if NASCAR went back to single file restarts.
Yeah, Elio's back one lap down now, so he could essentially get back on the lead lap and make it to the pit stop. Yeah, there's a way you can do it now. I think in IndyCar there's kind of a loophole, which is kind of stupid, but they do have a loophole where if you stay out on the lead lap, if you stay out when the leaders pit, you can get your lap back, then make your pit stop.
Yes.
There's kind of a loophole with that.
Yeah, I kind of wish they'd close that loophole in some ways. Of course, you know that I'm the guy that says, well, they shouldn't wave the lap cars around. You got to restart them with a bunch of lap cars in front.
That's what they did back in the old days.
Yeah, that's the way they did. And the engine should be in the front. And the tires should be about 2 inches wide.
We're going to go back to the Roadsters now, David?
Oh, no, not even the Roadsters, man. We're going to run the Marmon Wasps. We're going to run some Duesenbergs. We're going to run the Peugeots. That's what we're going to go back to 1912, because that was the glory days of IndyCar racing.
You know, so many people, like, you know, those types of cars, man, people were suicidal back then when they raced those cars.
Oh, it was crazy. I mean, it was crazier than this is, and this is crazy.
This is crazy. Could you imagine what it was like back then?
Well, I mean, they used to run on board tracks that had like 50 degrees, or not 50 degrees, but like 40 degrees of banking.
Yes, a lot of Indy 500 champions raced on those board tracks.
Oh, yeah, and a lot of them died on those board tracks.
Oh, they did. It was brutal.
Oh, this is, speaking of bad ideas, Bobby Joe says NASCAR should do 3 wide restarts on bigger tracks.
Yeah.
I'd like to see which owners or drivers would actually agree to that. I can't imagine it'd be very many of them.
Yeah.
Indy cars did run on dirt many years ago, yes, when it was USAC.
The Pikes Peak Hill Climb used to be an IndyCar points-paying race.
Indeed, it's Talladega?
Indy
That would
did,
be interesting.
IndyCar ran Daytona, the oval, in 1959. Fun fact.
Really?
Yes.
Never knew that.
Yeah, it never happened again because on the very last lap somebody got killed because somebody got launched over the back of another car and went over the wall on the back straightaway and got killed. But they ran a full, I think it was maybe, I don't think it was a 500 miler, but it was maybe 300 miles.
Oh, shit.
I think it was the season opener in 1959. You can look this information up. I mean,
It was a USAC season back then, probably.
in 59, yes, it would have been USAC because it switched from AAA to USAC in 1955 after Bill Vukovich got killed and Le Mans in 1955. Yeah, that was a dark year for motorsport. A lot of bad crashes.
So he was not, he was out at
Safety really wasn't a key thing back then.
Michaela Lotion's car is sparking a little bit as it goes through the corners.
Remember the sparks in Texas that always used to happen?
Yeah, those old cars used to spark a lot when they were on heavy on fuel. They used to spark at Indianapolis. You just couldn't see it on the TV, but you could see it from the grandstands. When they would come around on full fuel loads, then those things would be sparking.
They don't do that much anymore. I don't see them.
Yeah, because I don't think they got a different underside to the car now. They don't have like the old IR5s or whatever the old chassis name was. I think they had a big old wooden barge board underneath the car, and when they were low on fuel, that barge board had hit the pavement at 200 miles an hour, and it'd spark like hell.
And like people probably like, oh, the sparks, they're probably hot when you go run into them. No, those things have a lot of energy but no heat.
Really?
If the spark comes at you at like 200 miles an hour in a race car, you're not going to feel anything.
Well, that's true, I guess. Huh?
Because it has a high temperature, but there's no heat in it. There's no mass to them.
Oh, I never thought of that.
My friend who's an engineer told me that.
Wow. Well, I learned something new today. I want to see Indy do Michigan. Indy used to do Michigan every year, sometimes twice a year.
Michigan was an Indy track before Roger Penske sold it off to ISC.
Yeah, Roger Penske used to own a lot of tracks. He owned Nazareth, Fontana, Michigan.
So I can't believe he's got a blowout now.
Oh, no way. This is not happening.
No, he got loose.
Okay. Yeah, I saw him 3 wide going down the backstretch. I was like, oh, boy.
He probably had to back off the throttle, and he just probably almost lost it.
Well, he screwed Chilton there because he got out of the gas in 3 and 4, and it held up.
Elio's running really up in line now. He's not in the back of the line anymore. He's about to pass. I think he's right behind Chilton, or he's not behind Chilton. He's behind somebody in that pack. I know I'm talking too much.
Marco's gonna. Yeah, Marco just closed the door on Chilton there. It's weird to think of Marco as a 10-year veteran, like we had earlier. We were talking about earlier, I should say.
I'm wearing my Avaya jersey for Pagano.
Is Avaya even on the car this year?
No, because I think you said HP and Avaya are rivals.
Oh, they are? Oh, I didn't know that.
Somebody said that. I think it was probably either you or somebody said that.
Oh, I didn't know that. It would have been Brian then, because he's the big Pagano fan. What happened here now?
Maybe it was Brian. Oh, Charlie Kimball's had to get it on the throttle.
Oh, Lotion just jammed it down in there, and Chilton about ran over the back of Kimball.
Some of these IndyCar drivers have some balls, man.
Did Indy ever race at Watkins Glen? Yes, they did.
They did, yes.
That was also a really good race.
I really want them to go back. Whatever Scott Dixon crew chief or Elio's crew chief, Mike Hull's a really good guy, so I might want to be Mike Hull, but Elio's crew chief, I don't know who the hell he is, but I'm sure he has a pretty good job too now at this tonight.
I don't know why IndyCar doesn't go back
what
to
are people
Watkins
saying
Glen.
about the Angeles Grand Prix of Indianapolis? I know. I'll be there. That's what I'm going to say about it.
That's gonna be a good time. I like the Grand Prix. Though I do kind of think it should be the season finale, but that's just me. I mean, if you're gonna end it on a road course, why not end it on the Indy road course? But that's just my opinion. I could be totally wrong. Landon Soot says hi, and now he's got to go. IndyCar Road at Road America is going to be good. That's a true statement.
But every time the Grand Prix of Alabama, oh yes, Barber is one of my bucket list tracks. Yes.
Yeah, Barber. Oh, go on
if
ahead,
I sit
brother.
on the park bench, I really play the role of Forrest Gump because he's from Alabama.
Oh no.
Did I tell you I sat on the park bench at St. Petersburg watching the race?
Did you really?
I did. The next guy who sat next to me, I would be like, I'm going to tell you my life story, and no, I didn't fall in love with a girl named Jenny.
boy,
This race is like a box of chocolates. You are not going to know what you're going to get.
Now, Robbie, where were you? Because we were looking for you on the TV broadcast. We couldn't find you, though. Now, where were you actually on the circuit?
I was in the most northern part of the circuit where they make like those two right-hander turns.
Oh, okay. Wow.
That's where I spend my day at.
Now, was that where they wrecked? I can't remember.
No, right just before me, and I didn't see that.
Okay. Yeah, Barber actually has gotten better now that they've switched to the DW12 chassis, and they had the best race last year with the Aero kids.
What race? Pocono or Indy?
Barber has gotten better every
Barber's
year.
a good race. Yes. Barber, you won't be disappointed with that. That's a really good race.
India's
It's a
on my
motorci-
bucket list.
it's a motorcycle track, Barber, so that's a really thin racetrack to go on.
You know, I don't mind thin racetracks. A lot of times it forces the drivers to do better passing. Racing Nation TV asks if you're still going to Boston.
Yes, I don't think that's changed at all.
It depends if IndyCar is going to Boston, period, or not.
No, they order the barriers and everything.
All right then. I hope they make it. I am a little bit worried. I'm always skeptical. I'm always worried that they're going to cancel a race. You never know.
You never know with these things because the politicians kind of want it because now they're like seeing like, hey, this is going to bring in money.
Well, see, that's what I'm worried about. If the politicians decide, if they suddenly lose interest in it for whatever reason, because I think that's what happened at Baltimore. The politicians turned on it, and that's kind of what killed it.
That's what happens when we run city street circuits.
Which is all the more interesting that stuff like Detroit and Long Beach can stick around for years and years and years and not go away.
Montoya's coming down pit road, so we're going to see maybe a little bit of a change on this car. Oh, he got a flat!
Oh, my goodness. You've got to be kidding me. Implications.
Montoya's got a flat now.
Did you guys hear that silence? That's shock. Okay, all right, folks. What is the common denominator here? Penske car, flat, right front. I wonder. Boy, that makes me wonder.
I wonder if Penske's got a weird setup that's making these Firestones fail.
That's got to be what it is. Remember, at Iowa, Juan Montoya had a suspension failure. I think it was on the same side of the car, too. And Milwaukee,
I think this is more of a Penske problem than a Firestone problem.
oh, absolutely. Penske's always pushing the limits, and sometimes they push it too far. I'm thinking of a
now
race.
look, Ganassi's 1 and 2, and they had no problems with the tires.
Well, we'll see. You may be speaking too soon. We got a long way to go here, Rob.
Well, then again, what did I say earlier about Hunter Ray? And I thought I was making myself like an idiot.
Well,
but
guess who's P3 right now, Rob?
He's running P3. I said he might be the top running Honda, so at least I got that right.
Yeah, you
tonight.
did get that right. I thought it was going to be Marco, but we'll see. We still got 150 laps to go.
Well, Tony Kanaan's right behind Scott Dixon right now, and Scott Dixon, I've warmed up to this guy a lot. Really cool person, Scott Dixon.
Here's the thing that I'm not fully understanding is that they're stuck behind James Hinchcliffe again. They are unable to lap cars.
After any type of an incident, but as you mentioned, yes, there was explosive accidents that took place. And there's the tire. Hey guys, I will make a note that it was the inside shoulder of both tires, the one that came off Elliott.
Oh, it's the same part of the tire too that came off those cars.
Yeah, see, I mean, it looks so similar that it can't be a coincidence.
It can't be coincidence. Penske's running something that's fishy.
Well, it may not be fishy, but they just may be I mean, remember, IndyCar teams, just like NASCAR teams, have pretty much, unlimited reign over what tire pressures they can run. if Penske's running a really high or a really low tire pressure, much lower than or much higher than the rest of the teams are running, that may be causing the blowouts.
Exactly.
So we'll just see how this works out. This is
But I'm loving that Tony Kanaan is running second right now. This is a really good run for him.
well. This reminds me of Texas last year, where these two battled for the lead the whole race.
Why would you love to see that?
Well, Ryan Hunter-Reay may play the spoiler here. He's
All right, might play the spoiler here. You're right.
he's hanging in there with a Honda. So
And
he's,
there's more power behind him. Oh, it's Montoya.
I'm starting to feel like a moron. I should have put a lotion in my fantasy picks. I thought about it, and then I didn't, and now he's in the top 10. What's my favorite track? I'm going to be sacrilegious and not say Indianapolis. I'm going to say Road Atlanta. I think it's got the best layout. Indianapolis, obviously, is my home track, and it's, you know...
And answer Elijah's question he asked me. Elio's still trying to hunt back on the lead lap, and Kanaan's running second right behind Dixon right now, so I really got to be content with Tony right now.
Yes, sir. But, again, you know, we haven't seen a whole lot of indication that there's going to be a lot of yellow, but if there is another yellow and Elio and Roger Penske can work out the right strategy, he can get right back on the lead lap. The problem is right now that it doesn't look like passing's very easy, if possible at all, right now.
Passing is going to be very difficult right now at this racetrack.
But this is the first, I mean, we're coming up on the first leg of green flag pit stops, so it's going to be interesting to see how these guys are able to cope with fresh tires for the first time under green conditions.
Alotion is moving forward, even as the tire wear goes down. With no experience, he's now all over the back. Pagano, Carpenter's right in front of him, so his car seems to be really good on the line.
This is really good coverage from NBC Sports, though. That's what Racing Nation TV said, and I completely agree with him.
Well, I think the other story was Chevy domination.
This is a really interesting race. I mean, I know that Tony Kanaan's being very patient right now. Kanaan he can pass Dixon right now, but he's playing the thinking game, I think.
Oh, absolutely. And there's no reason to race your teammate right now either. Oh, I guess the championship game for basketball is on right now. I had no idea. Once the Indiana teams fall out, I kind of lose interest in the basketball.
They're going to do side-by-side? Yes, they will do side-by-side.
But their coverage is just great across the board, NBC. Their F1 coverage is immaculate. Their NASCAR coverage is the best of the networks that I've seen. So,
NBC Sports really cares about their racing.
yes, they do. Do you think Sonoma should be on the schedule? Yeah, I think it should be on the schedule. I don't think it should be the season finale. Hinchcliffe in the pits.
Oh, Hinchcliffe in the pits. He's making a pit stop.
Oh, whoa. Boy, he almost locked up and ran into the wall there.
We're coming up on pit stops, so he's due for a stop.
Do I go to Indianapolis Colts games? Yes, I do. Every now and then I get to go to a Colts game. I actually got to go to Peyton Manning's last game. Peyton Manning's last game that he played, not only as an Indianapolis Colt, I was at the game that he played against the New York Jets, which they lost. And got knocked out of the playoffs, and then Peyton Manning got hurt, and then they fired him, and then he went to Denver. And then this year I got to see Peyton Manning get beat by the Colts, which was great, playing for Denver, and then Peyton Manning went and won the Super Bowl and retired. So I got to see Peyton Manning's last game at Lucas Oil Stadium twice, as a Colt and as a Bronco. Does Jim Harbaugh still own Panther Racing? No, Panther Racing's dead.
Panther Racing is, it is dead now, Panther Racing.
But you have what it takes to make
That was the last of the IRL teams, too.
16 NFL draft, and it's all
That was less of the IRL bred teams, I think so. Oh, no, Sam Schmidt was an IRL bred team.
Sam Schmidt was a driver. He wasn't. He never had. Sam Schmidt Racing never had a IRL start.
destiny calling.
Really? Oh, wow. When did they build up as a team? Like,
They bought Roth Racing out in 2010.
Munoz in the wall.
Oh, crap. Yeah, that's not a very big hit, thank God, but he probably pushed up. That looks suspiciously like, ooh, careful there, Dixon.
What happened with Munoz?
That thing's crabbing down the straightaway.
Looks like suspension failure on Munoz's car. I think Elliott can get back on the lead lap now at this rate if he stays out.
Some people got really screwed, though. Whoever came in the pits got just absolutely... People are saying another tire, but I haven't seen anything to indicate a tire 100% yet. And we're right about halfway, too. Bobby Joe says he's happy to see the bolt on Dixon's car, and I agree with him. We're seeing I'm seeing right rear in the chat, and I'm seeing suspension in the chat. The chat is absolutely split on this one. Is Matt Dierkel still in here? I haven't heard him in a while.
I think so, yeah.
Make up a lap, but certainly is going to be another lap down. Pace car catching field. Get behind the pace car before the open pit road.
So how many laps down did the people who pit go?
About like 2 maybe.
Oh boy, that was like all the Hondas too. That was Hunter Ray, Andretti, Rossi. Oh boy. Failhorn? Anybody? Oh.
What?
The Hondas just absolutely got screwed.
Expressing maybe some frustration for luck after things had gone so right early on.
I mean, the only one that hasn't been screwed yet is
The Ganassi cars.
Hunter Ray got screwed just now because he was in the pits. He lost 2 laps when the yellow came out.
Well, I don't know if it's 2 laps. Maybe it was just 1. It was just 1 and get back on the lead lap now.
I thought that when you're in the pits under a green flag, you lose 2 laps on a yellow on a
Oh, Kanan just
wild
had a
track.
problem with his pit stop.
Oh no, yeah, problem with Kanan.
Flawless pit stop for Dixon, I think, is going to be. I think.
life lesson, kids. Don't buy a Honda.
Aww. Remember when Honda was the dominant package in IndyCar racing?
That was when they were the sole package of IndyCar racing.
Oh, savage! Rob! I wasn't even talking about that, but... Ouch. Somebody get Honda some ice. That was a burn.
Yeah, really.
So how far back did Kanan fall then?
About 3-4 spots.
Okay, that's nothing. Kanan, he'll drive around the outside and he'll make that up in one corner. You guys think a Chevy should have an F1 team? They wouldn't afford it. They'd bankrupt themselves doing that, I think. I mean, the problem with F1 is, I mean, developing an engine for F1 is just so expensive these days.
Oh, yeah.
They could probably build a chassis, but the engine would be where they'd get really screwed.
Yet again, Haas would be in development with that shit in a heartbeat, too.
South Iowa last year, hanging onto the steering wheel so tight, Rick, with your hands. The G-forces are so high.
Unless, you know, they bought a Mercedes engine, then they might be all right.
Just get hot. So guys stick their hands out of the car to cool them off.
And we heard in the pre-race show, Will Power mentioning the fact that by the time they get to Iowa, they'll be a little more in oval shape, race shape. But this is the second race of the season, and you come to one of the most strenuous tracks.
Jimmy Johnson's throwing shade against IndyCar on Twitter.
Got Dixon out in front.
Oh, God.
Definitely familiar with being in front in the rise in IndyCar series.
He said something low downforce package. These IndyCar guys haven't made a pass yet.
There's a reason drivers have trusted Firestone tires since the very first
for himself.
And IndyCar said, "Yeah, we respectfully disagree."
So, IndyCar needs to put together a highlight reel real quick and just send it to him. Actually, just send him the 2015 Indy 500 put up against the 2015 Brickyard. Which one of these races was more competitive, Jimmy?
I'm sorry, I just speak out for the best of the racing world.
Shut up. Who cares?
One-step process. That's why generations have come to trust Mother's signature gloss, unparalleled shine, and durable, long-lasting.
I mean, that's the other thing about IndyCar racing. I mean, this is the same thing in NASCAR, though. I mean, how many passes for the lead do you think you're going to see in the first 300 laps at Martinsville?
Yeah, really.
I mean, that's my question. I mean, and it's not a slam on NASCAR. Don't get me wrong. It's just a simple fact of you've got a long race. Why would you race like a maniac, you know, with 200 laps to go? It doesn't make any sense. I mean, these guys are professionals.
$4.99. Test drive the new 2016 during the Slingshot Spring Sales Event. Going on now at your Polaris dealer.
Someone yelled at me for saying that on crap.
And Scott Dixon will look to take the title again.
Crash the Hedgehog is asking why there's no other manufacturers in IndyCar. That's a complicated answer there.
That's a complicated question to answer.
Yeah. The short answer is IndyCar wrote rules in 2012 specifically catering to Honda and Chevy. And it's very difficult, and this is the same reason I answered the F1 question, Chevy going to F1. It would take so much money now to develop a new IndyCar engine and an aero kit that would be competitive that it's cost prohibitive to someone like Nissan or Ford or Audi or somebody like that to come in and be competitive. They'd have to wait for a rule change coming up to be competitive.
Just to come back.
My favorite F1 team. Well, I guess I got to be American and say Haas. But before that, it was probably Williams or Ferrari or McLaren. What about you, Rob? Favorite F1 team?
Favorite F1 team? I don't know.
Hey, Matt, what's your
weird.
favorite F1 team?
I don't watch F1 that much anymore, so I really can't pick a favorite team.
All right, at least pick the American team. Pick Haas.
Maybe Haas. Yeah, I guess we'll go with Haas.
Luke Phil asks if Greenlight, or wants to know if Greenlight will make and ship diecast to retail stores. If you have a Meyer, sometimes they do ship IndyCars to Meyer. But unfortunately, stores don't want to buy IndyCar diecast to sell. They did in 2009. I walked into a Target and bought a Graham Rahal car from Hot Wheels.
Katie, we saw the problems that Joseph Newgarden had on his first stop. They were flirting with the top 5 all the way back to the 20th. Things were starting to fall back in their way.
I don't think they ever had the 124s in Target, though.
The way the yellows have followed, and remember, he's got a good car. He came into this race thinking, I've got a chance to win my first oval. 11 of Sebastian Bourdais is coming to pit road, and that's because they showed him the black flag. The team actually told them to show him the black flag because they have no communications with it. So some radio issues with Sebastian Bourdais.
And it's smart to do that because you're under yellow. You might as well get it fixed because it's going to lead to bigger problems if you don't deal with it.
I got you.
Yeah, it's hard to operate now on an oval without a radio. It can't be done here. So to speak, in a place like Texas.
Is Newman Haas and Stuart Haas the same company? No, that's a common misconception. The Haas from Newman Haas was Carl Haas, and the Haas from Stuart Haas is Gene Haas. They are not related.
Graham Rahal, the driver still on the lead lap. It's moved all the way up to 5th. I mean, really benefited from all the drama there on the yellows and got lucky on timing. But now that he's up there,
Nate Sherman wants to know, needs help finding more NASCAR cars. Check your targets. Target is where they're hitting first. Walmart is hit or miss, and Walmart gets them about a month later. We are going back to green. I don't know where Robbie is. Matt's still here, I think, but Matt's a minute behind. So
Yeah, a few seconds.
In the battle for traffic, so let's even
124 retail die-cast cars. That would be something. The cheapest version of the gold series.
I've wondered about 124s at retail. We haven't seen it yet.
They'll probably have it without the and probably sell it for $20 like they did with Runner Circle.
I hope so. That'd be nice. Wow, 3 wide with Ray Hall, Kimball, and Chilton. That was awfully close. Hey, look, they're passing.
Oh, there's a crash!
Oh, it's Kimball.
Well, there it goes.
Well, Robbie, that wasn't quite a crash. It was it was contact and a spin, but he gets it back going too. Woo! Problems.
Problems.
Coming down.
Okay, so whose fault is this?
And there's damage to Newgarden's car. That front wing is broken.
Probably, I don't know. That
Racing incident?
racing incidents, I roll it.
Well, that sucked.
That's 2 Americans taking each other out. For those keeping score at home.
Supposedly, Lionel isn't making 124s for retail, just 164s.
I bet that'll change next year. You know, they need to keep the line fresh. I think they'll do that next year. They won't reveal it till you know, they'll just pop up in stores one day and people will go nuts. Like the Lionel Authentics showed up just randomly in December.
Just randomly, they did.
I don't know how they kept that a secret the way they did. That was crazy.
I think Elio's back on the lead lap, guys.
Did that get him back on the lead lap?
I think so.
I'm gonna pull up timing and scoring. racecontrol.indycar.com. We're gonna solve this problem here. The chat will go away for just a second on the live stream, just because of how we're doing this. Let's see. Elio is still on lap 135, so he's still a lap down.
Okay.
But he is the first of the cars 1 lap down, which means not as much as it would in a NASCAR race, but you know, he's at least positioned better than, say, Montoya, Elation, Andretti, Sato, and the rest of the guys who are 1 lap down or more. I like NASCAR more. The only good thing about this is good and big crashes. What? No. That's the worst thing about IndyCar racing.
If you like NASCAR for crashes, you're not a real fan.
No, he said he likes IndyCar for real crashes.
Oh.
You're watching racing for the wrong reasons if you're watching specifically for crashes.
Yeah, you're watching it for really the wrong reason, honestly.
I mean, crashes are a part of it, and when a driver walks away, you can appreciate a cool crash. I get it. I understand that. But watching a race for a crash is kind of
Saying "hang to my ding-a-ling." What the hell?
there's some weird
shit on here.
I've seen a couple real winning comments. Am I going into any NASCAR races this year? I'm hoping to maybe make the Brickyard or a race at MIS, Michigan. So we'll see.
Honda CRV.
My priorities this year are the Indianapolis races for the 500, and Pocono for the Indy cars, and then Watkins Glen for the IMSA right now. And then my 4th place is Michigan for IndyCar.
Innovators.
AJ Sell says, Rob, no free pass in IndyCar. Just to rub it in.
Yeah, there's no free pass in IndyCar.
They ask why not. Pushing boundaries and redefining impossible this year.
But of course, that means if Elio actually, I mean, we're only we're about 100 laps from the finish. I mean, if Elio does get back up to the front here, you know, it's going to be that much sweeter for the Elio fans.
That's not true. We agree on a lot.
Oh no, the NASCAR and IndyCar debate is starting in the chat. Oh, this will get ugly.
Good.
Everybody brace yourselves. The chat's going to get ugly. I blame Jimmy Johnson for this. It's his fault.
I blame, yeah. Race Day 2010. What the hell? Rob, you might as well get copyright on your YouTube. On your YouTube.
That's like the third or fourth race day,
Yeah.
2000 something I've seen. Oh wow, this is hilarious. The NASCAR IndyCar debate is being dominated by IMSA and WEC right now. That's a way to kill that debate. Where's Frankie? Get Frankie in here and he can just start spewing IMSA facts in the chat.
Did you know this? Did you know that? Do you know that we don't care?
Hashtag Corvetted.
Yeah.
I sold my Pokemon cards, easiest $400 I ever made.
Sweet.
I wonder how much my old Pokemon cards are worth.
Obviously raced in Europe.
I have some from '99, right around the time the first movie came out. All right, here we go. Green flag. I think. We don't have Robbie to spoil it, so I guess I'll have the call here. Green flag back in the air. Hey, Graham Rahal's up to 5th in a Honda. And he's going to go around the outside of Head Carpenter potentially. That was very close. Max Chilton coming in 3 wide. Oh, Chilton not there, buddy.
See that coming? I was rooting for him to back out of it. You cannot go 3 wide through turns 3 and 4 tonight. How about Ryan Hunter-Reay, though? The guy has shown that you can go places we didn't think cars could go at Phoenix.
He's been one of the fastest cars tonight, and he's working his way back forward. He was 12.
Cass Deaver asks about Wave 1 of NASCAR Authentics. Check your Walmarts.
Issue he had with the 83 Charlie Kimball.
Robbie may have had to go like do something, or maybe heat up some chicken nuggets or something. He will be back, I'm sure.
He's got a run, and he's got a great run.
Outside. Clear.
Able to clear Hawksworth. All of a sudden his sights on the 19 of Lucas Billiken.
It's cooled down now a little bit. We're under complete darkness now, and look at these guys. They're getting more racy now.
Oh, they're in the wall!
Oh, wow, yep.
Rob's back.
He tried to pass around the outside of Montoya, and there they go. Wow.
Why throw yellow for that?
Yeah, I didn't need a yellow. That's some crap right there. That was a pretty reactionary yellow by IndyCar there. They probably didn't need to do that. Bourdais, that was an awful brave move, but it proved to be ill-advised. Bourdais is strong on these short ovals. Hello, Tyler Miller. Oh, I guess the chat was picking Bourdais. There's a lot of people upset that Bourdais got into the wall. Oh, Kevin Rollins. Johnson's butthurt. IndyCar drivers kicked his ass in the Rolex every year. Ouch. Logan Kogar asks, who's my favorite NASCAR driver? That is Kyle Larson. That is also Robbie's favorite NASCAR driver. And
Yes.
I think Matt's is Chase Elliott.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got it. I've got it.
It'll be forever Jeff Gordon, #1. But right now, my favorite is Chase.
There we go. It's okay, Racing Nation TV. They just signed Catherine Legg, so that's going to save the whole team.
I think we can come in, buddy. We got more to lose than we got to gain if it's not right. We lose.
That's the voice of Jimmy Bass here.
Bring it in.
Guy with a ton of experience on ovals.
I would just like to point out that the top 2 drivers are the 2 guys I had in fantasy, Dixon and Power. So I'm feeling pretty good about my fantasy picks right now.
Penalty for him. He's only going to let Newgarden by in terms of cars on the same lap. He didn't listen.
Of course,
to the
Andretti and Hinchcliffe are going to hurt my points, even if Dixon and Power finish 1-2.
You don't want to bring it in, you can leave stay out?
Talk to me.
I don't know.
Excuse me.
That's just taking a bunch of front wing out and taking the side.
To your point, Towns, he really has nothing to lose. There's only one other car behind him on the lead lap, so why not take that? You're only going to lose one position in that fresh tire.
Well, but here's the thing. You're going to lose.
Bring it in, bring it in.
Where you're going to lose one position.
Oh boy, the Instagram drama is going heavy, hardcore here with all the with the Jimmy Johnson stuff.
Coming out of turn 4.
Devin Jackson asks what my opinion of Ryan Blaney is. I think he's doing really well. I also kind of keep that in mind that he's in a Penske car, essentially. Penske supported, very heavily supported car from the Wood brothers, but I think it's great that Ryan Blaney's up there. I think it's great to see that Ryan Blaney, Chase Elliott, and Kyle Larson are the 3 big names for the future, I think. It's great.
A long window now with 100 laps to go.
I am back.
Anyone but the 48.
Hey, Matt, what's up, bud?
Matt Faust is back.
Everyone went to bed. After
Hey,
so
Matt.
I'm gonna watch
Now
the
there's
late
2
YouTube
Matts.
live stream.
That's trouble.
We got 100 laps to go, folks.
It also gives you the
Dude, it's been a good race. I've enjoyed watching.
I think it's been a really good race so far.
Jimmy Johnson doesn't think that.
Passing, but it's okay.
Are we going back to green here?
Scott Dixon
Well, I
is our
gotta-
leader of the race. We'll chat with Mike Holloman, makes the calls for Scott Dixon, and we've seen a couple of right front issues, Mike.
Everybody's. Who are we picking to win Martinsville tomorrow, folks? Since we're still under
Well,
yellow.
I told my wife the Cup Series that with the drivers trashing IndyCar, I said, you know what, maybe I'll respond by giving them a little bit of rest rating tomorrow. That they obsess over.
Yeah, there you go.
So I may not tune in tomorrow. Be one less viewer.
Well, that's the thing. They are hurting for viewers. NASCAR is. It's kind of weird because
and the drivers are not helping at all.
well, that's true. I mean, but the racing's been better this year, which is really
good.
concerning for NASCAR. I think in a lot of ways.
It's been good, but goodness
All right,
God.
here we go. Green flag. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Why was that restart so slow? I don't understand that at all. Oh, the fact that they didn't crash there is...
And here comes Ray Hall.
Now, is Hunter Ray on the lead lap? Whoa! Good Lord! That was close.
He's up to 5th Hunter Ray, so he's back on the lead lap.
Dumb.
Alrighty.
Hunter Ray just got quick drive back.
Trying to find the live stream on YouTube.
What, mine?
No.
Oh,
mine.
B Suite 5. Oh yeah. If you guys don't know what stream to go to, it's B Suite 5 on YouTube or something like that. It's like a bunch of E's.
Too.
I think I'm subscribed to him, so if you can see my subscribers, just search B in that.
Yeah, I'm on it right now.
All right.
The only problem is it's so far delayed behind all
Look
you
at
guys.
this! Holy shit!
Boy, Ryan Hunter Ray, that was. He's had the cojones today. He's made a couple moves that.
Hunter Ray's been looking good tonight. He didn't look good at the beginning of the race, but I'd say none of the Hondas really did.
Well, like I said in the beginning here, the Hondas are going to come into their own here when the temperatures start to cool and downforce becomes less of an issue.
And the stream just froze. Yay.
Of course.
I'm really good at restarts tonight, though.
Oh, Ryan Hunter Ray?
Yeah, I just saw the replay.
Oh, okay. I'm happy because my 2 fantasy picks are 1-2. I'm going to keep bragging about that and just hope it stays.
All my fantasy picks are in the top 5, so...
Oh,
boom.
crap. Well, see, I made the mistake of picking Andretti and Hinchcliffe as my dark horses, and that has not panned out very well right now.
Kidding, I did not. They aren't. Castroneves is not up there, so... I think I picked him. I gotta check my picks.
He might be referencing fuel mileage. And that was
You did sign up for your fantasy league, in case you didn't see.
You did? Yes, I saw. I have seen most people. People are asking me about the decision for Stuart Haas to switch to Fords. I think it's a great business decision for them.
Did you say John Force?
He would.
Did you say John Force?
No, I said somebody was asking about Stuart Haas Racing switching to Ford
Stuart
Power
Haas,
next year.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you said John Force. I was like, what?
Oh, Sato. Did Sato hit the wall?
Off the pace, but I don't think he hit the wall.
It's not another tire, is it?
Probably is.
No, he got in the marbles.
Yep, sure did. Whee!
Just got a lot of marbles on his tires, dirty tires. Take a lap, get it back up to speed, but he's still not back up to speed. So
He's still having trouble though. He's getting passed by everybody.
previous pit stop, they took out that front wing. Maybe they need to take out more because it looks like the back of that ABC car is a handful right now. As we're back on board with Hunter Ray and Graham Rahal still.
Rahal's really
Left searching right. He's right there. Moved his way from the back of the grid all the way forward. Hunter Ray coming back from 12th, now up to 5th place. So
well, you know, we should have IndyCar bingo, and Takuma Sato having issues should be a space on it.
Just be a space on there. Either or. Let's see. What's another thing that happens in IndyCar a lot? Or Francisco Giaccone getting lapped from last year.
Chevy sweeps the
Yeah,
top 10
right.
in qualifying should be a
Good
space.
thing too. Penske sweeps the podium.
Penske sweeps the front row. Penske sweeps the podium. Penske has a mechanical failure that no one else has.
This thing potentially.
Hey, I think Hunter Ray's gonna say something about all Penske had
To lead laps in front in Chevy.
The crowd's looking pretty good though. I'll give it credit where credit's due for a race that hasn't run in 10 years and a month after NASCAR. It's looking pretty good.
Did you see the turnout after like the 2 weeks after Pocono ran?
Hey, you gotta love them commercials.
Yeah, they could have run all these commercials during yellow, but they didn't for some reason.
Would be good.
Uh-oh. I'm not good in the fantasy league right now.
Why? What happened?
Picked Hunter Ray, Carpenter, Rahal, and Andretti.
Blah.
Yeah, I have no idea why I did that.
I still wasn't smart enough to put Max Chilton in my top 4. He's a bargain, seeing as he's running in the top 10 right now.
Yeah, but who expected that, though, to be honest?
Yeah. See, I went with experience when I was picking my drivers. I was like, well, I'll go with Dixon because he's the Oval Meister, and then I'll pick Power because he usually does pretty well finishing races. And then you've got I picked Andretti because I thought he would be the best Honda, and then Hinchcliffe because I thought he'd be consistent. But
Yeah.
those other two haven't happened yet.
April 17th at 4 Eastern on NBC.
Dude, I'm freaking going to this race.
It's just a bottle.
Damn, what are your plans in the morning? Are you camping out with us or no?
Wait, what are we doing? What?
Same morning of Indy.
Probably not. My family usually does stuff the morning of.
Okay.
Unless you guys want to
wanna-
camp with us.
You want to meet up after the race or like before the race or something?
Yeah, depending on, I don't know what the plan is. If I'm staying with you guys over at the crash pad, definitely we'll get together after the race.
Okay, cool. I just want to see how close I am to you since we're both in the same section.
How low are you? Because we're always at the top.
We're at row X. We're up there.
Just a matter of being in disguise. And be the hero that I always wanted to be.
Boy, sure am glad we're seeing a Copperfit commercial. Oh, there we go. We're back.
10 years, this is the 57th.
The next IRA race is in the process of editing. I've taken forever editing it, and then the NASCAR Authentics happened, and that took precedent because otherwise people would murder me in the comments if I didn't get those videos out immediately. It's coming, though. I've got it. I'm working on it. It's a good race. You guys will enjoy it.
Really difficult for Dixon to advance, not because Sato's really doing anything wrong, it's just you're
and then you can watch the highlights on Matt's Race News. Hint, hint.
And just so you know, I already schedule uploaded that day. I uploaded the Reese's commercial. Me and Joe made like 3 videos that day.
Wow.
I already schedule uploaded one for this Tuesday or Wednesday.
So efficient. How long does it take me to edit videos? That's a good question. Depends how long the video is, and depends whether I have to render it or not. As Graham Rahal just about ran up the back of Ryan Hunter-Reay. But yeah, it depends. It just depends how much editing there is in it, how many video clips I have to put together, and in the order that they have to go. The reviews I can get done in like an hour or two. It's very quick. I can film it. I know exactly how to get it in the right timeline, so I don't have to render. I export it and I upload it. The reviews are pretty easy to make. It's the other videos that take a little bit longer.
That's exactly. Yeah, I mean it's a fine art, and that's something you learn in IndyCar racing through the years. That's called having eyes in the back of your head.
But there is a race going on.
There is. What lap are you guys on? 'Cause I'm sure the
179. I am. Or 180 now.
Yeah, it's a bit of a fade. It's a bit of a
Blame at the time.
Bit of a shimmy up there to create dirty air for the trailing car.
What's my favorite sports team? The Indianapolis Colts.
I'd say probably the Colts for you. I like the Steelers, man. Go Bumblebee jersey.
Oh my lord.
Have it. No lie.
Could I make a stop motion? Not at this moment. I don't have the time.
That's one thing. I'm gonna upload what I got done of the first race.
Wait, you're gonna upload the stop motion that you did, kind of halfway?
Yeah, what I got done of it so far.
Yeah, subscribe to M Racing 89 to see some sports car stop motion.
Yeah, but it's gonna, well, just to spoil the Matt's Race News, it's gonna switch to an R Factor series. You'll find that more out.
No, that was already uploaded. I saw that Matt's Race News where you announced that.
Oh yeah, because the new episode's gonna be about something new for Matt's Race News. So I'll have to talk to you guys about off stream.
Okay. Oh no, Will Power is about to get passed by Tony Kanaan.
This is gonna be pretty good right here.
That is.
Well, we'll see if they can actually pass. We'll see if Jimmy Johnson is proved right, or all the mad people on Instagram are proved right.
Checked up and creates opportunities for guys like Kanaan to maybe surprise a Will Power. And
Will Power drive the number 12. I can't do it.
And like Bourdais. Watch Sebastian Bourdais, and let's hear what he had to say on the radio.
Oh, God.
Here's the thing. If it stays green, we're going to have about 10 laps that you could go longer than the other Chevys. If it comes yellow, we're looking good. So I think we're going to be leading this thing at some point here.
Oh, boy. Sebastian Bourdais playing the strategy. If you had a NASCAR race team, what would your number, manufacturer, and series be? I would run 91 Ford, probably not Sprint Cup. I'd probably run
The leaders pit without yellow. If they pit under green,
trucks or modifieds.
Yeah, you might have a lap, maybe a 2-lap advantage at that point.
I like the modifieds.
Yeah, modifieds because they're open wheel.
Yeah. I like the modifieds a lot.
Well, actually, I could say IMSA. So IMSA in a Ligier Honda, car number 91.
Lengthen your window and go as far as
Dixon does look strong, and look who picked Scott Dixon.
Will Power up in the second position is Pick
Not
Cruz.
this guy.
Will has done the job behind the wheel as well. Everybody
Ooh,
asking
we're talking about the Mobile One Endurance Championship.
Man, Buddy is lucky.
how we feeling behind the wheel. So
Buddy.
Yeah, he's going to 2 NASCAR races in a
And
month.
these teams,
He's going to 2 NASCAR races and the the Grand Prix of Indianapolis in May.
race in St. Pete is it doesn't matter what Will Power
Okay.
is feeling.
How?
He's still fast because he went out and put it on pole, and tonight he's doing it.
Uh,
Going to Martinsville tomorrow,
Dark. It's front and
Talladega
side cars, all nose
in May.
detail. Racing is a
and
lot
then
tighter.
basically the week after Talladega, he's going over
50 laps to go, 25 laps
that's
to go.
crazy. AJ Sell talking about IndyCars back at Richmond.
If we're allowed
That,
to-
I completely agree with that.
I know. We talked about it, me and him, and I really want to see him go back there.
I do too. I think, in my opinion, short oval racing is probably my favorite form of racing in IndyCar. I think it's the best. Most fun for me, anyway, to watch.
kiss the wall. Make the road, change the right side tires, full fuel. So they have about 10 laps more than everybody else on the lead lap. Right now, these guys are other than
Of course, I definitely,
just trying to make us better.
I will agree with Jimmy Johnson to a certain extent. Perhaps 190 around Phoenix. I mean, it's great to see the speed, but maybe a little less downforce so we can get a little more passing.
If there's not a yellow,
Well, this is the first race back here, so maybe they'll go back and do their homework, and they'll see, hey, we ought to change a couple things here.
Well, exactly. That's why I'm not going to be hard on him because I mean, I'd like to see. When was the last time NASCAR even went to a new track? Kentucky, right? Kentucky? Wasn't Kentucky?
Kentucky, yeah, but that was 2011.
Hunter Ray coming into the pits.
57 to go. But let's watch him get to pit lane. Got to be so precise here. All the way down to 50.
IMSA and Indy should do a combo event at Sonoma. IMSA and Indy should do more combo events, period. They used to do combo events with the ALMS back in the day, and those events were awesome. TK in the pits, too.
I don't know at this pace we're going if we're going to be able to make it on one more stop. Let's see, like you should be able to do 55 in the final stint. See if they make any changes for Hunter Ray, who's made his way through.
Yes, I wish IMSA was back in Indy, too. That was a fun event.
Who's back at Indy?
Everybody's lamenting that IMSA is not at their home track right now.
At Indy?
Yeah, IMSA was at Indy.
Oh!
Oh, Ed! What on earth?
Am I
In the middle of the front straightaway? How the hell did that happen?
Looks like a wheel fell off. Like, something must have fell. Oh, not a wheel. Something fell off. Something fell off of Ed Carpenter's car.
And then when I didn't get it, I just pushed up in the marbles, couldn't save it.
Oh my god.
So he got pushed into marbles and he couldn't save it.
Oh, wow, that's a big hit.
Ow. What happened? You guys already know, but I don't.
I haven't seen it. We haven't seen a replay yet.
Oh, okay.
At least I haven't yet.
Are you watching the B-Suite stream or no?
No, I'm watching NBC Sports Network.
Oh, I was.
Oh, here we go. He's going underneath Will Power. Oh, Will Power took the front air off of him, and away she goes.
Thanks, Will. There goes
Oh,
my
Ray
fantasy
Hall caught him
pick.
by surprise.
Yeah, go Ray Hall. I need you to go up there and take
Oh,
over.
Ray
Ed's spot.
Hall. Oh, you. Oh boy, that's a bad angle there.
Let's see what happened here. Ooh.
Well, that screwed Kanan and Hunter Ray again.
And my fantasy picks.
Travis is back in ninth right now, but he's still a lap down after this.
Yeah, there's only 7 cars on the lead lap now.
Oh, Graham. What are you doing, Graham?
Now, of course, the thing is, the guys who pitted are going to get the wave around, I do believe.
Right, they will get the wave around.
The guys who were a lap down prior to will have to pit anyway, so they're still gonna remain a lap down. So Luke Phil says Fox has worse camera angles. They don't have worse camera angles. They have a worse direction. Whoever the director is for Fox is terrible. Misses all the action.
Can you imagine here, if Graham Rahal has a good pit stop, he could go from the lowest qualifying position to winning this race on a night where he was convinced that he didn't have a chance.
Yeah, he's convinced that he's got the best
Well, it's
car.
one of those things where Rahal always finds a way to the front at these oval races.
He's not willing to take that risk right now. But like I said, as the laps wind down,
Where was evacuated somewhat after scare.
Caleb Knob asks if Carpenter is good. Yeah, he's probably one of the best oval drivers in the whole series. Is that a fair assessment, IndyCar fans?
Oh yeah, he's very good on the ovals. He's just not really doesn't really race too much, so he's not really as active or gets much data, but he's pretty damn good.
He used to do the full season. It's just, as a business owner, he's also the team owner, and he decided as a business person, it's not the best for your sponsors if you're running 20th, 19th, 16th place every road course race. So he got out and, put somebody else in the road course car. As we have the pit stops here, which is the crucial moment of the race. Dixon had a better stop than Ray Hall. Pagenaud had a better stop than Ray Hall and Power. Well, Brian's going to be happy about Pagenaud getting out second.
Big stop on pit road for Simon Pagenaud. Scott Dixon is able to hold serve. He stays out front.
and that really, really helps Dixon, because I don't think Pagenaud is a factor for Dixon, but if he can stay ahead of Power, it's going to make it difficult for Power to win this race. I think Power was equivalent to Dixon, but I don't think Pagenaud is as good as Dixon.
Well, I think it also helps Dixon with Rahal losing one spot, because of all these guys, Rahal's probably the raciest on a restart tonight.
I agree 100%.
Pagenaud.
So, you know what? I'm going to make a bold prediction here. I think Rahal's going to... He's either going to make the most amazing move we've ever seen, or he's going to stuff it in the wall on this restart.
The Verizon IndyCar Series, their return to Phoenix.
Liam, who do I think is going to win? It's right on the screen. Scott Dixon. All right, folks, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go get a drink. Y'all talk amongst yourselves.
No worries. I'm chatting with the people on social media.
All right.
Guys, let's talk a bunch of crap about David.
That's a good tip driver.
But his whole live stream starts making fun of him. You should play a prank. Live stream. If you can hear me, you should put RIP stream so that it seems like his stream went out. Everybody say streams out.
We should say probably like that stream down while he's gone and do a prank on this guy.
Yeah, be like, everybody in the comments right now, put like the streams down. Just keep doing it.
In your case, yes. The mom goes right here.
Come on, guys.
All right, does anyone want to take a guess? I'll leave it up to the chat and leave it up to the people who are... Why does it say the stream is down? The stream is up for me.
Dude, your stream's down.
Oh my god, why is everybody saying RIP stream?
Why is your stream down? That's really
Why
weird.
is your stream down, David?
I stopped the stream!
Guys.
Oh, that was great. Oh, that was great. I
Well,
literally
Miguel
told him,
Loach spun on pit road.
I was like,
I don't know if we're even back yet. I would like to hang on a second. I never swear. You guys are motherfuckers.
Happy late April Fools.
God almighty.
Thanks,
All right.
guys.
All right, yeah.
Happy late April Fools, David.
All right, you got me. Dang. All right, Michaela Loach should have spun. I was going to ask... All right, that was pretty funny. But I was going to make everybody guess what am I drinking? What did I get to drink?
Milk.
No, but it is something that's associated with racing. A racing movie. That's your hint. I want to see if the chat gets it.
They
Rush.
heard my answer, so they're probably all going to say that.
Shh, I talked over your answer. I hope they didn't hear it. Dr. Pepper's a good guess, Dominic. That is my favorite soda.
I can't drink soda.
Oh
Yeah,
my
make fun
God.
of me. I know.
This
Water
Drink
cooler.
the chat is so,
Water
the
cooler,
chat is
Daniel.
so bad. No, I'm drinking Perrier. It's
I said Perrier, like,
Oh, well, I said it. I pronounced it this French way.
Oh, Powerade.
Perrier, Ricky or John Gerard's sponsor.
Oh, Pierre.
Oh, Kyle got it. I don't know if he said it before. A shot of bourbon. Yeah, this would get
Shot
real
of
interesting.
Dude, I'm following. I'm subscribing to this guy. Shut up. That was perfect.
I like your
Ricky.
style of driving, Ricky.
Yiki Booby.
Booby.
Well, I mean, Simon. Everybody calls Simon Pagenaud Jean Girard. So I mean, he's second place right now.
Yeah.
He's coming for you, Scoot Dixon.
Yeah, really. That was so good. That was good.
45 laps. Man, this race is quick. It hasn't
Yeah,
even been 2 hours yet.
it's 190 miles an hour on a 1 mile oval. This thing's gonna go
Trust me.
fast.
It's been great to watch. The chat's been enjoying the race and commentary as much as we have.
This
No,
has been
I've
a
only
good
been-
stream. Everybody's engaged. They
I
trolled
just
the
got
hell
back.
out of me. It was, you know.
That last stream was so frustrating for me because the stream I was watching was
Been
literally
a bitch. I remember that.
I'm gonna have to take that clip of me getting trolled, and I might have to upload that separately. Like, take that out and upload.
where I said,
Instagram.
"Go to get where I said put
Instagram,
Rich in
YouTube.
check." Everybody did it at once. It was great.
That was funny. That was, in retrospect, that was really funny.
Fantastic.
So, Matt Dierkel, have you got a favorite IndyCar driver yet?
It's gonna take some time.
Ugh,
Yeah, I know.
we can't even get it. Will you stop it? Stop it, Matt. Who's my least favorite driver in NASCAR and IndyCar? Oh, man. In NASCAR as a whole, you know, I don't really have a least favorite.
Logano.
You know, I don't have the biggest problem with Logano I've ever, you know, I'm indifferent on Logano. I don't really have a problem with him. I think, I don't know. I try not to have, like, grudges against race car drivers.
I met Logano in person. I thought he was really cool, so I just told him.
I will say this. There's one sports car driver I can't stand, but I won't tell you who it is. Y'all have to guess.
Yep. No, I know who it is. Not gonna say.
Logano. Hell yeah.
What if Max Chilton wins? Well, we already had Firestones blowing out, so I mean, hell's already frozen over. What's going to stop a little bit of more of a winter chill at this point? Nope, you're wrong, Matt. Everybody's guessing Pruitt. I don't hate Pruitt. He just says hi to my family at home all the time. Here we go. Green flag back in the air.
Really? They still have one.
No,
left to
Peppo
go for
Durrani
me.
is love. Peppo Durrani is life. Look at Hunter Ray around the outside. Oh, he almost got chopped into the wall by Newgarden. Oh, you know who my least favorite NASCAR driver is? Is David Reagan. There we go. I thought of one.
There's David Reagan.
Why?
That's a good one.
Kanaan just drove around the outside of Bourdais in turn 3 and 4. That's the first guy I've seen do that all day. That was nuts.
Good Reagan.
Oh, Newgarden on the apron. Woo! Hey, remember when we were asking about the shortcut? Or the first guy to take it.
It's been very fun to watch.
I haven't
Just
seen anybody
flying,
guess
man.
the sports car driver yet, I'd just like to point out. Oh! Newgarden just got blocked Really bad by Kanan there.
Racing TV.
Oh! Holy crap!
Side. Yeah, didn't I
Bourdais
tell you?
just blocked Hunter Ray on the main straightaway.
What a pass by Ryan Hunter Ray. And I'll bet that Kanan move on Newgarden is going to be under review, Paul.
Sports car racer still hasn't been named in the chat.
There was blocking definitely going on there.
Schroeder? Is he even current? Oh yeah, he is. I forgot. Schrader, I should say.
Bourdais at 9, but he's got the guy, arguably one of the
P, PC, GTLM, or GTD? GTLM. If P was all P2 cars, I would say P, but it's not.
to get by as quickly as possible.
36 laps to
Baller
go.
tonight. I like it.
Very quickly here.
Hey, look, remember all that passing that we weren't having earlier?
Along with Tony Kanaan.
Yeah, Racing Nation TV.
Still don't see the sports car driver I don't like.
Outside,
You guys have
tired
guessed
and
about
tired.
every sports car driver, though. I'm impressed. You guys are knowledgeable. I like it.
IndyCar officials are clear, reviewing.
Wow, hey, now Bourdais actually is running the side pod flicks there. Wow, he got into the bumper of Kanan there.
You know, you hear these drivers' meetings, you hear the guys talk all the time. They don't want blocking. They all say, I won't do that.
No, it's not Magnussen. I like Magnussen.
Doesn't like Magnussen.
Any Porsche driver. It's not Gavin. Well, Michael Waltrip, I mean, he's just general hate. No, Nick Tandy is love. Nick Tandy is life. I like Goosens. Rojas is, I'm indifferent on Rojas. Borisset is fine. Well, Donald Trump, I mean, he's not a sports car driver.
He's not as strong as he was earlier. Chilton now is looking all over the back of Rahal.
Well, how'd you like to be Max Chilton in your first IndyCar oval race with the guy who's arguably the most experienced oval driver on your team, who's probably been coaching?
AJ Sell's here? I think he is, isn't he?
AJ Sell's in here, yeah, I've seen him a couple times.
And you've got a bulldog.
Hey, AJ Sell.
Anytime we have a NASCAR question, he's the first one to answer it. AJ is like a wealth of knowledge for NASCAR.
Oh, he is. He's very knowledgeable. And he's the
like
type of
AJ.
guy that I
AJ.
go to for any kind of question. He's really, really knowledgeable. And I think he doesn't get as much credit as he deserves.
Matteo Malicelli. That's a good guess, but I kind of like Ferrari drivers that stir the pot. Oh, why are you guessing Mike
Glad
Rockefeller? Who could hate Mike Rockefeller?
Probably Ian Magnussen.
What is your favorite, NASCAR Sprint or Cup or Xfinity? Sprint Cup.
Favorite series he's talking about.
Yeah, he's asking about this. Yeah, my favorite series is definitely Sprint Cup. Xfinity is if Xfinity got rid of the Cup drivers, it would be way better, but it unfortunately isn't.
He's one of the nicest guys you'll find in a paddock. I don't know what's going on.
They said there was going to be no passing tonight. There's plenty of passing going on right now.
They're guessing so many sports car drivers. I'm applauding you, chat. You guys are just so smart.
I can't think. I know who you don't like, but I can't think of who it is. I've
I'm
watched the
surprised
24 hours with you twice.
I'm surprised the name hasn't come up because I don't make it public. I don't like this guy, but I really think he's a tool.
So where does he compete, David?
He competes in IMSA. They're all getting it. Yakiman's a good guess, but it's not Yakiman. Tremblay, who would hate Sylvain Tremblay? He's like fielded like the Mazda cars for like every year.
Drives an IMSA, but he's a tool. I'm trying to think.
There's AJ Sell.
Where is he? Oh, there he is. Hey, Matt and guys. Hi, AJ.
I want to go down to the Richmond Chase race this year with Robbie.
I want to go too. I really want to
AJ
go.
Sell is really cool.
I'm just saying. Who picked Dixon? Who picked Dixon?
Dixon's not going to win, whether you want him to or not.
He's got 25 laps to go.
Well, 25 laps to go. I think Dixon could win this race, but Pageau's right behind him.
Has the
Not really
Bolt-
right behind him, but
Has the Bolt ever won at Phoenix? I don't think it has.
no, because it was an IRL event.
Well, it was a kart event when they ran the Bolt in 95, but they didn't win in 95.
Pla? No, Pla I don't think is the least favorite driver.
I like Olivia Pla. Bobby
Olivia
Rahal.
Pla.
Bobby Rahal hasn't driven sports cars in like 30 years.
Bobby Rahal hasn't driven anything.
One of the
in
Taylor
like 30
brothers?
years.
What was that?
One of the Taylor brothers?
Oh, I don't know. Let's see if the chat gets it.
Yeah, that's who it was. I knew it was the Taylor.
I think it's one of the Taylor brothers he hates.
I don't like Taylor brothers.
Hey, Darnell, cut it out. Last warning.
Darnell?
Darnell Matthew is not being nice. Oh, Dominic got it. Dominic
Who
got it.
Ricky Taylor.
Oh, no, he didn't. No, he didn't. Racing Nation TV got it. I got him mixed up.
Pagano's catching up to Dixon.
No! The traffic's gonna screw him.
I'm wearing Pagano's shirt right now.
Hey, can we get a damn
I'm
lap?
bringing him good luck, David.
Can we get a damn lap cars thing going in the chat? If the lap cars screw me on this one, I'm gonna be really mad.
That would be really cool, what that guy just said in chat, if they did like a finish, like the Phoenix, like finish replica of Carl Edwards and Kevin Harvick, like that was on a base, but it was Phoenix.
The chat's going with the damn lap cars.
Caleb Knobb, he's been like to both streams.
Caleb Knobb is, I believe, watching his either first or second IndyCar race. So we're making a fan out of him.
That's
Awesome.
great. You
That's
know,
the
this
good thing
isn't
about
the
these
best race IndyCar has to offer, but you know, it's still like really cool race, and I think it's really cool that he wants to become a fan. It's welcome aboard, man. It's we're very welcoming here in this group.
Well, what's great is these cars look so fast in the nighttime and going 190 around an
Especially when
oval.
they have a lightning bolt on them.
Yeah, you do. Come on, Bolt.
Plasma fast.
Hey, just think,
Science
less
nerds
than a
out
month,
there.
we'll be seeing the LS Marine.
I know.
That's
And the
great.
Menard car and
I will be there.
okay, chat. I'm gonna ask the chat. Pagano or Dixon? Who are you rooting for? And Kanon's coming here, boys.
Dude, it's Felipe, obviously.
Yeah, Felipe's gonna come back from what, 7 laps down?
Yeah, he's got it.
Okay, we got 3 votes for Dixon, 1 for Pagano, 1 for Power,
Hey, the race day. Oh, right, saying. Who put Rahal?
1 for Dixon, 1 for Pagano, 1 for Rahal, 1 for Dixon, Pagano, Dixon, Kanon, because he has him in fantasy. Pagano. Marco's gonna win it. Shut up, Race Nation TV. Rahal.
Montoya?
Let's see. Pagano's really catching up.
Boy,
to,
we're gonna have a 4-car
Dixon.
battle here. Bobby Joe says Rossi. Well, I mean, if the 4 guys ahead have problems. Excuse me. Problems.
Ooh, Long Beach and Barber. Domination for Ryan Hunter, am I right?
AJ's got the team target sweep for this week, and I'll second that. I'd love
Oh!
to. What?
I hope that happens on tomorrow.
Oh, Rob, God, you're the one who's ahead. You can't be scaring me like that. I was like, what happened?
I hope
that was
that
really
happens.
crazy.
I really hope that Kyle Larson does win tomorrow.
Where did Kyle Larson qualify for tomorrow?
How the hell am I supposed to know?
AJ, tell us where
AJ,
Kyle
come on.
qualified.
I have to look at the
That's the
starting
question
grid.
for the chat.
Yeah, the chat will let us know.
Rahal won't win, LOL. Hey, don't tell your best friend Rahal tonight.
This chat's getting salty. Caleb says he qualified well, but well is, relative. In a 40
Well could be 15th for his standards.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Well is a pole.
17th. So he's in the top half of the field. Okay, now I'm seeing first.
Oh yeah, Caleb's right. Yeah, he did faint last year, which is really unfortunate.
Yeah, I remember that.
Laugh Shot says Philippi should just DNF. I actually agree. The way as bad as it is trying to pass the lap cars right now, they should probably pull that car in. But whatever. Oh, Hunter Ray's been in the wall, guys.
Almost been in the wall, I think.
He had a white spot.
Oh, he had a tiny bit of the wall.
Boop.
And a little bit of winglet fell off.
Hey,
Oh, boy.
9 laps to go. This happens. Yay.
Okay, Chad is confirmed at 17th. Jack Hawksworth will win. Oh,
Yes.
Chad, you're slaying me right now.
Oh my, Ryan.
Larson was quickest in final practice, says AJ.
He was.
All right.
And he is starting 17th as on the bottom row, and that's definitely what you need at Martinsville.
I think I will be watching tomorrow because I want a Larson win.
Still haven't bought a Larson t-shirt yet. I have like 21 24s of Larson, but I haven't bought a t-shirt yet.
I'm saving up to buy Ryan Hunter Ray shirts.
It's gonna be a fight for second here. I think. I don't think anybody's gonna catch Dixon, but there is debris on the front straightaway. Are we gonna get a yellow for that?
Well, if it's going to be yellow, the race is over at this point.
Well, they could red flag it.
I
mean,
that'd be weird.
Is that now? I'm wondering if that's carbon fiber or if that's just like a part of the sticker from the wing, like when it broke the. Because I don't see it on there anymore. Okay, come on, Power, get into second so I score more fantasy points.
I think you'll get more than a flat tire if that's actually carbon fiber.
Kyle, it's not a NASCAR caution because there's actually debris on the front straightaway.
That's also true.
I mean, real debris, like from a car, not a plastic.
Not my plastic bag from Dover.
Oh my
Robbie,
gosh,
if you had actually brought out a debris
that
caution,
was
that would have been
hilarious.
amazing.
You guys didn't
Luckily,
know
my plastic
me.
bag from Gypsyland did not land on the racetrack. Oh, there is yellow.
Oh, you got to be kidding me! Really?
Oh
I just
shit!
feel like they kinda
Well,
called
that's
that
it,
late.
right? That's the race.
That's
over.
it. That's it.
Would
Dixon
guess.
just won the race.
I haven't seen even the caution yet.
They're coming to the white flag right now.
On the white flag, it's over now.
It's over.
Uh-oh. In before everybody's going to start bitching about green-white checkers here in a second. Yeah, that's
Who cares?
that's a win for Scott Dixon. I got it right! Yay! Yeah, I don't know what Paul Tracy was thinking. I don't know why he was like...
I have no idea what he is thinking right now. Because right
What's
now,
he saying?
No, Paul Tracy said on the broadcast, he was like, oh, we're going to have a Saturday night shootout. There's no green-white checkers in IndyCar.
Paul Tracy must think that, yeah, definitely. Oh, and the stream just froze. Oh, perfect timing.
Hey, I'm okay with this result.
I'm okay with it too. Dixon won a race.
Yeah, Dixon! Woo!
Not okay with it.
Ooh, there's some angry people in the chat. Here's the problem with overtime, everyone. IndyCars doing overtime is asking for somebody to get hurt. That's the long and the short of it. And honestly, I'm surprised it hasn't happened in NASCAR yet. That's why they kind of went away from the multiple green-white checker attempts, because they were worried about getting somebody hurt. That's the driver safety has to be paramount, and if you can't do something safe enough, you shouldn't do it.
I agree with that 100%.
Absolutely. There shouldn't be green-white checkers, period, honestly.
Well, I agree. I think you need to go the scheduled distance. It's all right. I don't have a big problem with them red flagging races and still going the actual scheduled distance, but making the Daytona 500 the 510 or 520, no thank you. Okay, why
Can
is
agree.
Chip just standing in the middle of the... Chip Ganassi has been fined for unsafe release. At least he didn't fall off the pit wall this time.
Terrific job. Yeah, an unbelievable job. I just finished 17th to start the season off in St. Pete. And now, top 10 finish, 7th. Years of season.
Well, the Bolt goes back to victory lane.
Victory lane.
Race winner car coming up for pre-order from Lionel Racing.
Career win, ties
Oh, please.
Scott Dixon for 4th of the all-time winless. 4-time Indy winner, Al Unser Sr. And what everybody loves about Scott Dixon is he does it quietly.
This is Ganassi's first win at
He just delivers
Phoenix, right?
like the mailman every day, reliably and consistently. Coming into this, he had 38 wins. 19 of them were on ovals and 19 on road courses. So we go to Long Beach, and you would expect Scott Dixon to be one of the
Good
favorites.
night, Jacob.
That out again.
Glad you could turn out. Glad everybody could turn out, honestly.
It's his arsenal. I mean, he's a guy that, like I said, there's elite drivers, there's race drivers, and there's guys that can win occasionally on a road course. There's guys that can win on an oval, like in Carpenter, but guys like Dixon and Brian Hunter-Ray, they can win anywhere, anytime, any place. Even if they're having a bad day, they can rally and put it together and still win. So
Here's something I didn't expect coming, but by virtue of 2 solid finishes, St. Pete and Phoenix, Pagano's our new points leader. How about that? Very impressive. But let's go down.
What is your opinion of modern F1? I think it's all right. I mean,
Dixon makes it look easy.
there's a few things that you need to improve, but it's not that bad.
Here in Phoenix.
Where's his crew? He's alone in victory lane.
Forgot about him.
I was joking. You made that look easy, but I know it wasn't.
Oh, Chip has an Xfinity win at Phoenix. See, this is why we have AJ Sell, because AJ Sell once again proves his infinite knowledge of NASCAR.
I'm just so happy for the team. Team Target did an amazing job. It's fantastic to have the lightning bolt back on the car. It's the first win for this team at Phoenix.
Who am I voting for? I will not disclose that.
Give enough credit
Just
to
because
they did
you need to make up your own mind who you think is the best candidate.
Was this race, Scott?
It was a bit of both, really. You know, you had different paces. The car was super fast. You know, I think had the best car out
Well,
there.
Crash, we'll I think these live streams are pretty fun, so we'll try to keep doing these.
The whole night, but yeah, definitely in turns 1 and 2, man. There's
It's fun to watch racing as a group. This is a group activity.
Will we be up for long?
Race that you're going to win this thing. This is a little early season success.
Yeah, I think we'll do this. We'll try to do this for every IndyCar race, minus Indy for obvious reasons.
We got turned around. We definitely had our bad luck. I think.
But we'll also do it for some NASCAR races, and I'd love to do it for some IMSA races and stuff like that. F1 will be kind of hard because it's, the races are so weird hours in the morning. We could potentially do it for COTA, though.
Points whenever you can, and no matter what circumstances.
And maybe Mexico.
Great to be back in Phoenix. Thanks to all the fans coming out tonight, and can't wait to come back next year.
Such an impressive day for Scott Dixon. First win at Phoenix for Ganassi in any racing series. How about that, Rick?
Yeah,
we'll do some NASCAR live streams. It's just we need to find shorter races.
The rise in IndyCar.
I mean, it's hard to
go
to sit there and we're right at 2.5 hours right now for this IndyCar race. The NASCAR race would still have another 2 hours left in it. We'd have to fill that much air time. It'd be kind of hard to do. I think we'd run out of things to talk about.
You're watching NBCSN's coverage of IndyCar, brought to you by
Ooh, that PR girl's cute. Oh, they turned it off.
Services provider IndyCar, proud sponsor of Graham Ray Hall.
Buddy moment you just had there.
I did have a Buddy moment, but Buddy's not here, so I need to fill in that.
That's also true.
Freedom.
Do you think Truex will pay back Logano tomorrow? That'd be funny if it happened.
Could be.
It's a whole way to experience the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
This was supposed to make up for the truck race. The trucks was a good race, bad finish. Well, that's the price you pay, unfortunately. Sometimes it happens. You know what? If we're around for Talladega, I think we'll do Talladega. That'll probably be our first NASCAR live stream, if we can get it to work. I think that'd be fun.
May 14th at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
Race?
Talladega.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Try some K&N race. The problem with K&N, I don't know when they're broadcasting those races.
It's also true.
Do they even do them live?
No clue.
Because it's kind of pointless to get together at 3 o'clock in the afternoon to watch a tape-delayed race. Darnell's out. Good to have you. Talladega.
Same to you guys. It was very great to have all this whole IndyCar live stream.
Yeah.
And quite the story. The new controversial qualifying format was run for the
Definitely
second
fun.
time.
Had a good time.
Oh, we're talking about Bahrain here.
Starting on the front row, his first attempt was only 4th fastest. However, at his final run, he set a speed and a lap that was the fastest ever in a Formula One car around the Bahrain International Circuit. It was good enough for his 51st career pole.
Of course, Bahrain never had the V10 cars race there, I don't think.
F1 Grand Prix.
They never had the V10 cars raced here. Nope.
It's still kind of impressive, though, to have a track record.
If he's not with us tonight here in Phoenix because he's taking care of Bahrain.
I don't know. I thought Rick Allen did a pretty good job.
I thought he did fine.
And for drivers calling out saying, you know, they didn't think there was going to be a lot of passing or it was a one-group racetrack, there were quite a few of them that found another line and another lane out here to get by it, especially Ryan Hunter. Right? Saw him go to places on the racetrack we didn't think anybody would go. Kevin?
Simon Pagenaud, one of those that had a pretty good night tonight. Second for the second race in a row. What was your evening like with so much drama going on and so many challenging circumstances?
Well, it was interesting. It was a really interesting race. I didn't take much risk at the start. You know, I just wanted to see how the car.
Dominic's got something against Joe Buck. He's like...
for the first half of the race. We struggled to...
David, if you want another road course in NASCAR, which one? Let's go around the table here. Road course in NASCAR, add one. Which one do you want?
Maybe Laguna.
Okay, Robbie says Laguna. Matt Faust said Barber?
Yes.
All right. Matt
It'll never
Dierkel.
happen.
No, it would never happen. Dierkel.
For Cup?
Cup, road course.
Road America.
Road America, very good. I'm gonna side with Rob on this one, and I'm gonna say Laguna. Though Road America would be freaking awesome for Sprint Cup. I also agree with Road Atlanta. In fact, how about just like add all the road courses to NASCAR? Because road courses for NASCAR are awesome. VIR would be awesome too. The long track with the 1 mile straightaway.
Tonight, not all the way there, but close.
Yeah, it was close. You know, the guys were awesome in the pits. You know, we kept saving fuel and going long and catching those yellows. So, you know, I just disappointed. I kind of ruined it for him.
I don't know if Mid-Ohio would be that great for Sprint Cup.
So, you know,
I think it's a bit
missing
slow.
the third race and dealing with a few health issues, I was really happy to complete the race and in a great position.
You had some concerns about what you would feel like with a long stint, but we had several long stints. How are you, especially considering an inner ear infection not long ago?
Yeah, I got more energy as it went along, you know. So, yeah, I was worried about it, honestly, you know, this being the first race and how physical it is, but, you know, just got to give it
David
to the
Land,
guys.
can you speak German? Nice sprechen Sie Deutsch. Deutsch. Nice sprechen Sie Deutsch.
Deutsch.
Congrats to Dixon.
Good run, thank you. Will Power, Marty?
Tony Kanaan winds up finishing fourth, and it looked like
I wish I could speak more German.
Still that last stop, you got caught on pit road when the caution came out. How
NASCAR? Go to Monaco. That would be...
You can do that in Gran Turismo.
Take advantage of the
I might have to do that. That's not a bad idea. Bobby Joe, I might do a video where I race NASCARs at Monaco.
It could have been the right call. So, good job for Scott. You know, the team
That would be
won here
hilarious.
today. So we charged at the end, man. It was fun. At the end, it was fun. But no, I think we missed an opportunity to be at the podium. We got to improve a couple of things. But you know, one thing
Who do I think will win the NASCAR Sprint Cup?
Serve hours. It was a great.
It's honestly a crapshoot. You can't predict it.
How about that move that Joseph Newgarden made on you? It seemed like it almost caught you by surprise. You kind of dived down there, almost blocking in essence.
Oh, I mean, I hold my line. I saw him coming, and you know, that was I was stuck.
A lot closer than you thought, huh?
A lot. I need to apologize for everything that was. Yeah, looking at it right now, Chad.
Oh, yeah, Kevin. Yeah, Gearheads is freaking awesome.
Basically, the way we have the rules.
WEC at Indy, that should have happened like 3 years ago. WEC at Indy needs to happen, especially with the new road course. I think it would be amazing to see the P1 cars on the new IMS road course. It would be awesome.
Yeah. New IndyCar race record for Phoenix. About 2 miles an hour.
Oh, Tony DeZinio. Tony DeZinio sighting. Have I ever been to Reno? Tony DeZinio, the guy, one of the journalists for NBC Sports.
For the last 5
The writer
days,
for NBC Sports.
17 hours.
He was trying to interview Kanan.
You've been a passenger.
I'm back in baby's arms.
Makes it good to be a driver.
Should they use the extension on Watkins Glen? Thoughts, folks?
Absolutely.
This kind of chrome.
It's a yes from Rob.
Chrome here. Chrome there. Chrome by the inch. Chrome by the yard.
Everybody else isn't answering.
Use the boot.
Use the boot. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yes from Matt Dierkel.
Gold, all chrome.
And yes from Matt Faust.
White.
I'm gonna digress on this one, and I'm gonna say no. They shouldn't run the boot.
Why?
Push.
I don't know if it would make the race better.
Push. Fall.
I think what I would do is extend the number of laps
Push.
on the short course,
Fall. Rise.
Throw the baby through a ladder?
Fall.
or take the chicane out, or take the bus stop out.
Fall.
Because they could probably do it safely now, going into the carousel, right?
Don't miss.
What is that corner
They said a bottle
that used to
was
be
just
at
a
the end of the
bottle.
straightaway, the back stretch?
That is the carousel at Watkins Glen.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
the
the carousel.
Where JD died.
Yeah, McDuffie. And Tommy Kendall got his feet really screwed up.
But I feel like
Yeah, that's a tough turn.
that one
Much
day,
speed.
I would make
Kevin Rollins says he's dropped $1,000 at Gearheads.
Good boy.
That's like Candyland. That place is amazing. I was drooling in there when I went in there.
Aren't we all?
That's definitely one of the places we're gonna have to hit up in May. No doubt about
Oh,
it.
for sure. For sure, definitely.
You guys have to take me to Foreigners one day.
You should definitely come to Farners.
Oh, yeah.
Which one's Foreigners? Have I been to that one? Is that the one we went
No,
to?
that's the one near me.
Okay. What was the one we went to, Rob?
Oh, man?
What was the diecast shop we went to?
Jax.
Jax.
Jax. That was, if you're a NASCAR fan, Jax is the best one I've ever been in. They had an extensive collection.
So much stuff that you wouldn't even believe it, brother.
Go check out my video on YouTube from the haul I got.
Oh yeah, Kevin, we definitely meet up with you if you wanted to. Yeah, if you see us at the racetrack, I'll speak for myself here. If you see me at the racetrack, say hi, or see me at Gearheads or whatever, feel free to say hi. I'd love to meet some of you.
I felt like I had a really good race car.
What's your favorite? This is to me and Rob, but we can all answer it. This is Trent asking, who's your favorite underrated IndyCar winner? Mine was Jeff Ward in 2002 at Texas, he says.
Underrated IndyCar winner. Ooh, that's a good one.
I feel like the easy answer is Weldon in 11 at the 500.
Yeah, that's a big one. That's a really big one that I like.
Which was a desperation move.
I would also say maybe Ed Carpenter 2011 at Kentucky.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a really good one, actually.
Who am I thinking of?
That was a really good one.
I think Justin Wilson at Texas 2012
I was going to say Justin Wilson at Texas. That's
that was
what
a
I was
good
gonna say,
one.
But I was trying to think of something else.
No, well, Carlos Fuertes at Houston is probably the best example of just an absolute fluke.
Or Munoz at Detroit.
But
I
Munoz
wouldn't
is
call that
a
an underdog.
that's an underdog, not a fluke.
Yeah, speaking of Max Chilton, he just finished his very first IndyCar race, and Max, you didn't hear Graham say it, but he said that you had the fastest car all night.
Yeah, that's very
I
nice.
think
Chip Ganassi did give me a fantastic car.
Lordy,
Obviously,
I can't think of a specific one. We named off a bunch of them though.
Two passed me with probably 10, 15 laps to go. So I think maybe I didn't have necessarily the fastest car, but I think as a team we had a very, very strong car. And I do think there was a few mistakes I made as a rookie just because I haven't experienced it before, where we could have been, top 2 or 3. So it was a really, really strong race, but I'm really happy with what we came away with this evening.
And Max, very open to learning. Marty?
Chat with Ryan.
Oh, did I keep Forever Alone in the title? I guess I did, didn't I?
Decently poor luck here on pit
And
road.
you forgot to put our links in the description.
Do I have not? I have some people's links in the description.
Put Joe and Buddy, and they're not even here.
Amazing
Oh,
moves there.
I guess I left that over from the IRA broadcast we did the other day. Yeah.
Risks and to come away from with a 10th is just.
I'll change it for the archive.
It's a kick for that, but we should have had second.
Yeah,
tonight.
Jax is in New Jersey. It's like on the Pennsylvania-New Jersey border.
He's here in support of us.
It's actually up by where the old Trenton track used to be.
2 yellows. To get stuck on 2 yellows is just horrendous luck. Never happened to me in my whole career. So, yeah, we got hosed on it. But what are you going to do? It's racing. Pick it up, move on to the next one. I just love short level racing, and I love the fact that we can move around and find lines there. I know once everybody got settled into a rhythm, it wasn't the most exciting race in the world, but we'll fix it. We'll come back. We'll have a much better race next year, hopefully with a package similar to the DW12. Maybe that would be great because we had some great racing back then. But
Hunter Ray just said he wants to get rid of the aero kits. Boo!
I can agree with him.
Sling it in there on the first one and say, we'll see what happens.
Well, I think if the package is similar to what they have with the DW12, meaning simpler aero, like take the bumpers off, maybe like the bumpers and the winglets on the bumpers off, so that they take some of that downforce away. I'm all for it, but keep the competition, keep the aero dynamic development.
It was fun while it lasted, but the yellows buried us.
Is
today.
Jack's website legitimate? I have no idea.
He's awfully good there, Rick.
Is there a Jack's website? Anybody know?
There is Jack's website, yes.
Yeah.
Then yes, Kyle, that is legitimate then.
You have to send him an email on what you want.
Yeah, but isn't like all the stuff he's got on that website like
Is outdated.
Outdated, yeah. But if you look on me and Robbie's Instagram, if you go back a couple months, we have a bunch of photos from there. Really extensive stuff there. Really cool. I picked up a ton of stuff from Jack's. I got my De Benedetto car there. I got my Keselowski throwback car there. Got a lot of cool stuff.
And if you ever want to get an idea of what they have there, just watch my video on what I got.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, go check out Matt's channel. Matt, post in the chat and tell people to go to your channel. Because Matt does like exclusively NASCAR. So I know a lot of people bust on me for not doing 100% NASCAR. So if you want a channel that does specifically 120% NASCAR, Matt's where you want to go.
It used to be me, but IRA is life.
IRA is love. IRA is life. Wait, you can actually order off of Jack?
You buy it, email them, yes.
Oh, okay.
That's the way Gearheads is too.
Really? You can order from Gearheads?
Yeah, you have to email.
I phone ordered many times.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, they have Menard cars. Ton of Menard cars. With the least one of them I remember. I mean, not the Indy cars, if that's what you're talking about, but I don't think you're talking about Indy cars. I think you're talking about Paul Menard cars. And I saw a ton of them. Do you remember Paul Menard cars, Robbie?
Paul Menard cars?
Yeah, Jack's.
I haven't seen Paul. I I don't know. Maybe I've seen a Paul Menard car there or two, but they have like thousands and thousands of diecasts, so I can well imagine they have some form of Paul Menard diecast for some people.
Gearheads is the store in Indianapolis. It's right next to O'Reilly Raceway Park, or not O'Reilly Raceway Park. It used to be O'Reilly Raceway Park at Lucas Oil Raceway, like right next to it.
AJ Foyt, and he's top of the list, shaking hands with Scott Dixon.
Wow, Scott Dixon just tied Al Unser on the all-time IndyCar win list.
That is amazing. He is a talented, talented driver.
Hashtag witnessed.
It looked like he might go 2 for 2 after Elio cut a tire. You took over. Then the same for you. Any idea what happened yet?
Mine blew up. Mine wasn't a cut tire. Mine just picked up a vibration. And every time I followed somebody, the vibration kept getting worse. And I passed hinge, and the vibration was unbearable. And I put a wheel on it, and it just blew up completely. Like it wasn't like a cut tire that it just goes down. It was like completely gone. So it's kind of disappointing.
Trent's out.
So good again.
It was nice having you, Trent. It was awesome.
You got
Glad
back.
to have your insight in the chat.
And then made some
have a good one, man.
It was okay for me. It was.
He's okay.
Every time I pushed, like, anytime I picked up the same vibration.
He's okay.
Being where we were, the last thing we needed is to go 2 laps down again.
Ken Schrader or Kenny Wallace will be at my local track. Yeah, they do that. They do that a lot. Those two.
Meanwhile, his teammate Elio Castroneves, the Team Penske tells me it was a cut tire for you, Elio. Did you sense you might have run over anything?
No, in fact, I was taking it easy. I was taking care of the tires.
Menards is like a merge of, like, if you imagine like a Home Depot merged with a Kmart. That's about what Menards is.
Right now, like, oh,
that's the best way I can describe it.
The same, but once you go a lap down or slow down in a 1 mile oval, you lose like 2-3 laps. And it's very frustrating. I tell you what, it's tough to. Firestone, they do a very good job, you know. And when something like that happens, it's difficult for us to do it because we don't have many things like that happening. So it was a very tough one. The Red Group car was really.
It sounded like you said Red Bull car.
Back, I guess there was not much of a movement or passing. It was so difficult. The groove on the outside.
Yeah, it's like a hardware store, but it's got like groceries and like knickknacks and paddywhacks too. And they give a dog a bone sometimes.
They have groceries there too at that store?
Yeah, at Menards, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the tough break for Joseph, but you fought back hard.
Wow, I never mentioned Menards before, so I wouldn't know.
Well, we'll have to take you when you're down here. Or over here, I should say. Triple A!
Couldn't quite get it done today. 6 was a good salvage position, I think, but we obviously wanted a little bit more, so it's a tough weekend for us guys.
Tough weekend all around for Ed Carpenter Racing. Rick?
A little bumping and banging out there on the racetrack for him.
Yeah, you definitely got to question that the Penske setup when you talk about vibration towns and whether they had some blistering.
Taco Bell or Wendy's?
Wendy's. It popped all of a sudden, so that's the question mark. It's nobody else but those 2 team cars.
Bring back the Rock.
We'll be looking forward to Long Beach.
Bring back Rockingham?
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of success, and what a great race weekend that's going to be.
We'll wait until Plan B Sales gets the 2016 green lights. Does Plan B Sales sell green lights?
Yeah, I believe so.
They do sell some green lights, yeah.
Oh. Wait, Alexander Rossi out of the race. When did that happen?
Pagano's on the podium.
Scott Dixon, what an incredible driver. Yeah, looking good in that yellow ball.
We know one of our friends is happy about that.
Shift there in 96.
Yeah, Brian.
Guys, I appreciate
Original Big Bri, Brian LaFleur Jr.
You mean original Big Bri?
Yeah, that's right. Orangeino Big Bri. I'm sorry I didn't pronounce it, whatever. Yeah, I guess the IndyCar broadcast is finishing up, so I guess we will finish up this live stream. We've appreciated all your viewership, all your participation, all this fun. How did everyone else enjoy, talking about IndyCar for 2.5 hours?
I enjoyed it very much so. I just really can't wait till we go back to a road course at Long Beach, right? Long Beach next race?
Long Beach is next.
And
Long Beach next or Barber?
Long Beach is next, then it's Barber, then it's Indianapolis, then it's Texas, right? Or Detroit, then Texas.
Detroit, yeah.
Yep, so we got a good schedule ahead of us, man.
All right, so I'm going to shut the live stream off. Y'all have a good night. Stay safe, and have a good Sunday. And we'll be pulling for Kyle Larson.
Yes, we will be.
Chase Elliott.
Going for the target sweep. And, of course, Matt's pulling for Chase Elliott. But
Same here.
go Larson!